From Hollywood, it's time now for... Johnny Dollar.
Pat McCracken, Johnny, Universal Adjustment Bureau.
Hi, Pat. What's on your mind?
Ever heard of A, B, and C?
Well, yeah, back in the first grade.
Oh, look, I'm not talking about the alphabet. I'm talking about an advertising agency.
Oh, well, what about it?
Well, the A stands for Appleton. Alfred Appleton, 55 years old, and Eastern Trust has his life insured for $100,000.
So?
It's annuity. It starts paying off at the age of 65, and we'd like to see him collect it. Looks like somebody else has different ideas.
What do you mean?
He thinks somebody's trying to kill him.
I see. You want me to run down to New York and talk to him?
He's up at his weekend place now, about 100 miles up the coast, overlooking the sea at Skeleton Point. You can talk to him there.
Skeleton Point? Now, that's a cheerful name.
I know. Johnny, make sure it stays just a name.
Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. And now, Act One of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Eastern Trust and Insurance Company, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the 11 o'clock matter. Expense account item 1, $8.40, gas and mileage on my car to Skeleton Point through a drenching rainstorm. The Appleton home, perched high on a cliff at the edge of the sea, was an old weather-beaten affair, but right now it looked mighty good to me.
Yes?
Is this Mr. Appleton's house?
This is the Gregory house.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mr. Appleton only leases this house.
Oh, I see. Well, is he at home? I believe he's expecting me.
You're Mr. Dollar?
Yes.
I'm Mrs. Gregory, the housekeeper. Come in.
Mrs. Gregory had a strong, determined face and dark, metallic, piercing eyes. She took my coat and pointed to a door across the entry hall. I was conscious of her eyes following me as I entered the library to find two men seated in front of an open fire.
Johnny Dollar?
Yes, sir.
I'm Al F. Appleton. This is my attorney, Grant Hillman.
Well, how are you, Mr. Dollar?
Well, a little damp, Mr. Hillman.
Oh, yeah, here. Sit down to the fire, dry out.
Oh, thanks. Ooh, feels good.
And slightly warmer than the welcome the housekeeper gave you, I imagine.
Mrs. Gregory? Well, she did seem a little reserved.
She's a widow, owns his house. But I love the place, so... Anyway, I'm glad you came.
I understand there's been some sort of attempt on your life, Mr. Appleton.
Well...
Mr. Appleton has received several, crank notes lately. We thought it wise to take what precautions we could.
Have you notified the police, Mr. Hillman?
No, I vetoed the idea, Johnny.
Oh, why, Mr. Appleton?
I didn't want that kind of publicity right now. My advertising agency's right in the middle of landing a fat new account.
Your agency is A, B, and C.
That's right.
Who are B and C?
C is nobody. Tom Baker and I liked the idea of ABC, but we didn't have any other partners, so C just stands for company.
Oh, this Tom Baker is your only partner, then?
He was. There's some question as to whether he still is.
I don't follow you.
Al, I don't think there's any need to go into that now.
I guess you're right, Grant. Anyway, I don't want to accuse Tom of anything until I've had a chance to go over the books this weekend.
Al, did I hear someone at the door a moment?
This is Johnny Dollar, Laura. Mr. Dollar, my wife.
Oh, I see. How do you do, Mr. Dollar?
Mrs. Appleton?
Dollar, the crank letters Al has been getting are up in my room. I'll bring them down.
Okay, Mr. Hillman.
You'll stay overnight with us, won't you, Johnny?
Now, haven't you imposed on Mr. Dollar enough, dear? Perhaps he has business back in the city.
Nonsense. And with that storm out there, I'll have Mrs. Gregory make a room for him.
Well, would you like a drink, Mr. Dollar?
No, thanks. Mrs. Appleton, you seemed rather surprised when you saw me here.
Oh, did I?
Almost as though you were expecting someone else.
Someone else? Why, no, I wasn't expecting anyone in particular.
Well, perhaps I just... Wait, hold it.
What's the matter?
That flash of lightning, there's someone outside that window.
Oh, no, you must be wrong.
Stay right here. I grabbed my coat and went out into the storm. Because of the prowler, sure. But also because of Laura Appleton. Because she'd been staring at that same window, shaking her head quickly as though warning someone. But outside in the downpour, in the mud, I could see no one, no footprints. Finally, I went back inside, to the phone in the entry hall, to call the local police. But the phone was dead. Maybe the storm had knocked down the lines. Yeah. Or maybe someone just wanted to make sure we'd have a nice, cozy weekend, undisturbed. And my hunch was, it might be too cozy for comfort.
Act 2 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment.
And now for another episode in the life of Sergeant Donald Bellwether, my husband.
Donald?
Yes, dear?
How much farther is it?
Oh, about 100 miles.
You're not getting sleepy, are you?
No, I'm all right. Now, you just close your eyes, honey, and take another nap. We'll be home soon.
Okay. Will you stay awake now?
Yeah, I will.
Oh, I still think we should have stopped at the hotel.
Every time sleepy time nasty hours away. Sleepy time that'll be enough of that.
Donald?
Huh?
Donald, are you awake? What happened?
No, nothing, Reba. It's all right. I guess I'm getting a little sleepy, that's all. I'm going to stop a while, take a little nap.
It's a good idea. So what if we do get home later than we planned? At least we'll arrive in good health.
Yeah, you're so right. About 1,800 American drivers lose their lives each year because they fall asleep at the wheel. Well, I'm just not going to make it 1,801.
Are we parked far enough off the highway?
Oh, yeah, we're way off the road, honey. I'll just take a nap for about an hour. I'll be refreshed, and we'll be on our way again, huh?
All right, dear.
Sir, I'm not going to make it 1,801. And you're not going to make it 1,802 either.
Oh, that's my Donald. That's my doll.
And now, Act 2 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the 11 o'clock matter.
Did you see anybody outside, Mr. Dollar?
In that rain, Mr. Hillman, I couldn't see 10 feet in front of me.
Can you describe the face you saw at the window?
Well, it was more of a silhouette. I couldn't even tell if it was a man or a woman.
You sure you did see someone, Johnny?
Yes, reasonably sure, Mr. Appleton.
Come in.
Your partner is here, Mr. Appleton.
Tom Baker?
Hello, Al. I thought I'd surprise you. I tried to call you earlier, but your phone was out.
Well, this is a surprise. Well, I'd like you to meet Johnny Dollar.
Dollar?
Hi.
Tom, you're soaking wet.
My car hit a big puddle about half a mile down the road and quit on me. I had to walk the rest of the way.
Did you just now get here, Mr. Baker?
Yes, why?
Mr. Dollar thought he saw someone outside the window a few minutes ago.
Oh, no, I just now got here.
Well, I got some extra clothes up in my room that should fit you, Tom. Let's get you changed before you catch cold.
Thank you, Hellman.
Oh, look, this rain is getting all of us down. Why don't we live a little?
Huh?
Al, how about going down to the beach house, building a fire, playing some records, having some drinks, huh?
Yeah, it might be a good idea.
Where's the beach house?
Down near the bottom of the cliff with a beach. It's real nice.
But in this weather?
Oh, there's a stairway leading down.
Yes, why don't we go down there? I'm getting the creeps just sitting around here like this.
So we went down to the beach house. The rain had let up a little, but nobody seemed to feel much like a party. We just sat there in front of the fire, not saying much. Once or twice I thought I detected Laura Appleton and Tom Baker exchanging quick glances, but I couldn't be sure.
That's the intercom from the house, Al.
Oh, yeah. I'll get it. Yes? Oh, yes, Mr. Gregory. You can go on to bed. We won't be needing you anymore tonight.
You know, bed sounds like a good idea. Oh, it's almost 11 and I'm beat, so if you'll excuse me.
Oh, sure. Well, why don't we all...
Could we have our talk now?
Okay, Tom, if you insist. Laura, why don't you fix us another drink?
All right, Al.
How about you, Mr. Dollar?
Yeah, I'm with you, Hellman. Let's go on up to the house.
Well, I'm glad the rain has let up.
Yeah. Mr. Hillman, I didn't come with you because I was tired. I wanted to talk to you.
I thought as much.
Earlier this evening, Appleton said something about not wanting to accuse Baker of anything until he'd gone over the books this weekend. What did he mean?
Well, I'm not really sure, Mr. Dollar. All I know is that Al seems to think he may have found some irregularities in the books of his advertising agency.
Oh?
Well, if there is anything wrong, I blame myself partially.
How so?
Well, I manage most of Al's affairs, but the agency has been running so smoothly, at least so I thought, that, well...
I see.
That's going to change as of right now. I didn't come up to go to bed either. I'm going to work on those books. Ought to take me about an hour. Just about 11 now. Will you be up by midnight?
Yeah. I'd like to know what you find out.
Oh, where's that light switch? I never could remember. Dollar.
What is it?
There's somebody else in here. Look out.
What?
Oh! Dollar!
I guess I was out only a few seconds because the clock was still striking when Hillman brought me to.
Dollar, are you all right?
What? Yeah, I guess so.
I grabbed at him, whoever he was, but he knocked me loose. By the time I got the lights on, he was gone.
Oh.
Lucky for you, he only stunned you momentarily.
Oh, brother. Hillman, did you see where he went?
Well, he didn't leave by this front door here, I'm sure of that.
Then he must be still in the house. We worked our way through the house room by room. Finally, 10 minutes later, we stood by an open window in a back room.
Well, there's our answer. He went out this window.
Yeah.
What is it? What's the matter?
What? Oh, Mrs. Gregory.
Yeah, Mr. Dollar was attacked by a prowler.
A prowler? What? That's terrible.
Where's the intercom to the beach house? We'd better tell Mr. Appleton.
Right there on the wall.
Ah. This button here?
Yes.
No answer. Come on, Hillman, let's get down there. We pounded out of the house and along the path to the edge of the cliff. Then we found her, Laura, standing at the top of the wooden stairway. One section of the railing was broken away. We looked over the cliff. There was a body lying on the rocks down below. It was Al Appleton.
Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment.
Do you know who said, democracy is based upon the conviction that there are extraordinary possibilities in ordinary people? Those words came from the American religious leader, Harry Emerson Fosdick. From the earliest days of the United States of America, there has been the sentiment that the average person can achieve an important goal if he is given an environment in which he can develop his capabilities to the fullest extent. An environment in which the individual is given the rights and privileges that he needs for development. It is the duty of every American to protect and stimulate this environment. Remember the words of Harry Emerson Fosdick. They are part of your American heritage. The extraordinary possibilities of ordinary people are inherent in American democracy.
And now, Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the 11 o'clock matter.
We stood on the stairway at the top of the cliff looking down at Appleton's body on the rocks below. That is, Hillman and I did. Laura Appleton was in a state of shock, and we couldn't get much sense out of her. We had Mrs. Gregory take her back to the house, then Hillman and I got a flashlight and climbed down the rocks to Appleton's body.
Dead, Mr. Dollar. We'd better not move that body until the police get here.
Yeah. Let's see. His wristwatch stopped at 10 after 11. It's 11:30 now.
Right.
And because the clock was just striking 11 when I got hit over the head in the entry hall...
Yeah, so then we must have spent 10 or 15 minutes searching the house for that prowler.
Meantime, he or somebody else was shoving Appleton over the cliff.
Somebody else?
There were a couple of people with Appleton down at the beach house.
Laura and Tom Baker. I'd forgotten about Tom. Where is he?
Right now, Hillman, that's a very good question. We went back to the house. The phone was working now, so I put in a call to the local sheriff's office. But all the units were out on call. They'd send somebody as soon as they could. I started for Laura Appleton's room. Grant Hillman overtook me in the hall.
Dollar, I made a preliminary check of the agency records Appleton brought up here with him this weekend.
Did you find a shortage?
Yes, possibly as much as $50,000.
I see. Thanks, Hillman.
Yeah, I'll see you later.
Come in. Oh, Mr. Dollar. I'm feeling better now.
I'm sorry to bother you with questions, Mrs. Appleton, but I'm afraid I have no choice.
Yes, I understand.
I want you to tell me exactly what happened.
Well, I'll try. After you and Grant Hillman left the beach house, my husband and Tom Baker and I sat there a few minutes, and then Tom left.
I see.
Then, a couple of minutes later, somebody from the house called my husband on the intercom, so he left me.
What time was that?
Oh, a few minutes after 11, I guess.
Uh-huh. What happened then?
I sat there a few minutes longer. Then I just didn't feel like sitting there alone, so I started up the stairway. When I got to the top, I saw that the rail had been broken away. I looked over the edge.
Okay. Mrs. Appleton, why did Tom Baker come here this evening?
Why, I don't know.
I think you do.
What?
You tried to warn him when I saw his face at the window earlier.
His face?
And the two of you kept exchanging glances all evening.
Why, no, you're wrong.
Listen, Grant Hillman's in a position to know something about your husband's business affairs, isn't he?
Well, of course. Why?
Your husband suspected a shortage. Hillman confirmed it a few minutes ago after going over the records.
Oh, but surely you don't think that Tom Baker
Baker was your husband's partner. Maybe he came up here to try to square things with him. Was that it?
No. Oh, all right. Tom did come up here to talk to my husband.
What about?
I was going to ask for a divorce.
To marry Tom Baker?
Oh, I know it sounds sordid now after what's happened, but it wasn't that way at all. Tom and I wanted everything in the open. We wanted to tell Al. But I didn't realize that you and Grant were going to be here this weekend. That's why I tried to signal Tom not to come in.
Go on.
Down at the beach house, he wanted to talk to Al, but, well, I guess he couldn't bring himself to it. That's why he went for a walk.
And you haven't seen him since?
No. Oh, Mr. Dollar, I know my story doesn't sound very convincing, but if you're trying to suggest that either Tom or I killed my husband...
Yeah?
Dollar, could I see you a minute?
Oh, sure. I'll talk with you later, Mrs. Appleton. What is it, Hillman?
Tom Baker just walked in.
Baker?
Yes, I thought you'd want to talk to him.
I sure do. Look, Mrs. Appleton claims somebody called her husband at the beach house on the intercom a few minutes after 11. If so, that's what lured him up to the top of the stairway.
A few minutes after 11. Well, that's when you and I were searching the house.
We ended up at the intercom last, though. Somebody could have had time to make that call.
Now, wait a minute. Mrs. Gregory was near that room when we got to it.
Yeah, I know. Why don't you question her, Hillman, while I see what I can get out of Baker?
$15, I didn't have anything to do with it. I went for a walk on the beach. I didn't even know Appleton was dead until Grant Hillman told me a few minutes ago. I'm telling you the truth.
Yeah, well, I'm afraid we'll have to let the police decide that, Baker.
Sheriff Station, Maloney.
Hello, Johnny Dollar at the Appleton place. I'm still waiting for one of your units.
Oh, yeah, we're sorry, Mr. Dollar. We've had a lot of calls on account of the storm.
Well, you're not the man I talked to when I called before.
No, that was Harris. He went off duty at 1. He left me a message about your call, and we'll have somebody up there within 15 minutes.
Okay, thanks. That's funny.
Well, Mrs. Gregory denies making that call on the intercom, Dollar.
Huh? Oh, yeah, okay, Hillman.
Well, what's the matter?
Something that sergeant said over the phone. Hey, wait a minute. What time have you got?
Why, 10 minutes of 1?
Yeah? That's what my watch says, too. But according to the sergeant, it was after 1. I checked the big clock in the entry hall and the one in the living room. They both agreed with my watch, 10 minutes of 1. I slipped outside, unlocked my car door, and looked at the clock on the dashboard. It read 10 after 1. When I felt a gun in my back, I realized I'd come up with the answer a little too late.
It's a pity, Dollar. I thought I had a foolproof idea, but I hadn't figured on your locking the car.
So it was you hit me over the head when the clock was striking 11. Who called Appleton at the beach house, lured him up the stairway, and shoved him over. Then came back and reset my watch and the clock so I'd hear it still chiming 11 when you brought me to. I thought I'd only been out a few seconds. Actually, it was 15 minutes.
Yes, but you're the only one who knows. Now get in the car. We're leaving.
I started to get in, then kicked at the car door behind me. It swung and knocked Hillman off balance. Before he could recover, I nailed him. By the time he came to, the sheriff's patrol had arrived. And Hillman, you know, he wasn't one bit happy to see them. Expense account item 2, $13 even. Transportation back home. Total expenses, $21.40. And a real bargain, if I do say so myself. Remarks? Hillman's motive was money, of course. It was he who'd taken the $50,000 from Appleton's agency. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood and is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone. Today's story was written by Robert Wright. Heard in our cast were Eleanor Audley, Paula Winslow, Larry Dobkin, Will Wright, Ben Wright, and Harry Bartell. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Dan Cubberly speaking.
Johnny Dollar has come to you through the worldwide facilities of the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
Johnny Dollar.
Pat McCracken, Johnny. How's the weather in Palm Springs?
A blonde in a bikini just melted past my poolside window. Goodbye now.
Oh, don't hang up. Johnny, this job's just a few miles north of where you are. It'll take maybe a day to clear it up.
Yeah, you said that last Christmas, Pat, and I got trapped in a blizzard. This season, I soak in the sun. Happy New Year.
John boy, we have a bonus list in this office. Your name could be on it.
Near where I am, huh?
It's a ghost town named Calico. An old prospector named Kringle is breathing his last up there.
I thought old prospectors never died.
He wants to change the beneficiary on his $50,000 policy, but a nephew, Ned Kringle, threatens suit if we let him. So you contact our agent, Gene Craig, in Barstow.
Who's the new beneficiary?
Carmen Kringle.
Carmen?
A burro.
A burro?
Yeah. If I don't hear from you, Johnny, Merry Christmas.
Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
And now, Act One of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Home Office, Universal Adjustment Bureau, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Carmen Kringle matter. Expense account item 1, $1.40. Telegram to Gene Craig in Barstow telling him where and when to meet me. Item 2, $50 even to Al Sterner for his charter plane to the ghost town of Calico. The guidebook says there's something about desert country that's good for the soul. And in spite of the air bumps, I got a panoramic view of the Great Mojave that took my breath away. The sun's setting rays hit the weird mineral stratas of the Calico Range and turned them into a patchwork of beauty. Night comes quickly in this country, and I turned to Al when a Christmas tree cluster of blinking lights appeared under our wings. By way of answer, he put the plane into a glide and set us down on the smooth surface of a dry lake bed.
Johnny, you want me to wait around till your friend shows up?
No, thanks. Well, there seems to be plenty of company.
That's just an old coyote. Don't stand too long or you'll freeze to the spot.
Okay.
Good luck. Call me when you want to be picked up.
I watched Al's plane until it was swallowed by the darkness. Then suddenly I got that feeling in the hair on the back of my neck that I wasn't alone. The moon was up enough to make out shadows, and silhouetted in a circle around me was a strange collection of figures. One of the pack moved toward me, and for a crazy second, I thought I bumped into Santa Claus's reindeer. Then a car without lights came rushing at me. The headlights slammed on, and I got a glimpse of a donkey herd scattering into the night.
All right, mister. Walk toward me. Slow, with your hands high.
I've learned never to argue with a Winchester 94, so I followed orders. I spotted the weaving headlamps of another car approaching and prayed it was the agent, Gene Craig.
Close enough, Sonny. I can pop the rattlers off a sidewind at 60 yards, so don't you make no sudden move.
He was maybe 60 with gray sideburns and a frosty goatee. A marshal's badge was pinned to his leather jacket.
All right, now, mister.
Marshal, it's all right. That's Mr. Dollar.
Huh?
I'm supposed to meet him earlier. I'm awfully sorry, Mr. Dollar. I'm Gene Craig.
Huh?
I couldn't get here until I drove Doc Spangler up to Chris. He's had another setback, Marshal.
Yeah, some darn fool let down a rail on his corral, and Chris Kringle's whole herd got loose. He don't give a chuck for most of them, though, except Carmen. Now he's fretting because she's running wild. Almost had him tracked down when this here fella showed up. You vouch for him, huh, Gene?
You are Johnny Dollar, aren't you?
Well, a frozen facsimile.
Come on, I'll drive you into Calico.
You tell Chris that I'll have his Carmen back in the corral before the moon's full. And, Gene.
Yeah, Marshal.
Tell the old sourdough to stay alive, will you? We need him around here. Sorry about mistaking you, Mr. Dollar.
Gene Craig, with a J, knew her way around. She was strictly business and filled me in fast on the old prospector with the odd name and his desire to change the beneficiary of his policy.
Everybody calls him Chris because every year he loads up his burros with toys and presents for the miners and their families back in the hills. The kids really think he is Santa Claus. I'm afraid it won't be a very merry one for them this year.
Well, what makes everyone so sure Chris Kringle is giving up the ghost?
Doc Spangler says there's nothing apparently wrong with him. It's more like he's given up.
Oh, what's with this Scrooge character, the nephew?
Ned Kringle seems all right. It's the man with him, Willie D'Agostino. He does the talking for Ned. You think he was going to inherit the money?
Well, maybe he's expecting to. You know, you're making a good case for Carmen.
Can a burro be a beneficiary, Johnny?
Chris can leave it to a three-masted schooner if he wants, providing a trust is set up.
Could the people of Calico be that trust if they promise to take care of Carmen?
Yeah, I guess so. Why?
That's the way Chris wants it. That way there'll always be a Christmas in Calico.
What happens when Carmen goes to donkey heaven? Or is it burros that never die?
There'll always be burros in Calico, Johnny. And one of them could always be named Carmen.
Act two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment. Act two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Carmen Kringle matter.
Well, here we are, Johnny. Calico, once the richest silver city in the West.
It was unbelievable. Like seeing a page from the past. Walter Knott, famed creator of Knott's Berry Farm and Western historian, had bought the old ghost town's battered remnants and restored it to the way it must have appeared in the wild and fevered days of the Silver Lode. I could make out signs nailed to weathered batten boards that told of a flourishing and colorful past. Joe's Saloon, The Last Chance, Hyena House Hotel, Lane's Mercantile, the Calico Prince. High on a hill at the edge of town, people were gathered at the entrance to a cave that was illuminated by hundreds of miners' lamps.
Kind of gets you, huh?
Almost like it was planned.
They're rehearsing for the Christmas Eve pageant. Maybe you can spend Christmas Eve with us, Johnny, if you don't have other plans.
I have a day with a steam-heated swimming pool.
What?
Come on, let's meet the old man. Expense account item 3, $100 for a quart of perfume or a mink scarf, anything to wipe the hurt look off of Jean Craig's face. She led me up the steps to the rickety porch of Chris Kringle's wooden shack. A tall figure carrying a black bag stepped toward us out of the shadows.
Jeannie, I'm glad to see you. Will you drive me back to town?
Why, certainly, Doc. Oh, this is Mr. Dollar.
Hi, son.
Hi.
Chris, is he still all right?
I couldn't say. Been sitting out here waiting for you.
You haven't seen the patient?
The medical man knows the duty and all that, but I'm too old to talk back to a gun.
They wouldn't let you in?
Tired of it.
Well, I'm not a medical man.
Oh, please be careful, Johnny.
I told you, Stallbone, stay away and leave the old man to... Well, if it ain't little Jeannie, the policy fixer. And who are you, mister?
Willie D'Agostino. This is Johnny Dollar. He's from the insurance company to see about changing the policy.
Who is it, Wooly? Who are you talking to? Relax, will you, and let him give us some tourist directions back to Barstow. There'll be no policy changing at this late date, mister. Ned Kringle is very bereaved at the imminence of his uncle's demise. Just family admitted at this sad hour, so mosey along, folks. I'll leave the young man to his grief. Your foot is in the door, mister. I don't like your foot, and I don't like you.
His hand moved to his shoulder holster, but Jean was standing right beside me. It was Doc who suddenly shouldered past D'Agostino and fled up the stairs that gave him my chance. I kicked the door wide, threw him off balance. I shoved Jeannie aside, and that was a mistake because a million Christmas tree lights blazed up in my skull. Then slowly the tree lights faded away, and I saw Jeannie fussing over me and looking worried. A young, nice-looking fellow was seated next to a marble-top table. D'Agostino leaned against the stone fireplace and dangled his gun, smiling like he had a stacked deck.
He's all right, Doc?
A nasty cut, but no fracture.
I know how to pull my punches, Doc.
The old man, how is he?
No better, no worse. Just lying up there staring at the ceiling.
I want to see Chris. I have a right to, Ned. I'm an old friend.
Wooly, wouldn't it be okay if Jean just went up? No, let him die in peace. He's past carrot who sees him. Wooly, these people have a right. I said no. I'll get a hero boy on his feet and shove off. Go on.
Come on, Johnny. Help me, Doc.
How's it going to feel, Ned? Sharing blood money with a hoodlum. Your uncle paid for that policy with a pick and a shovel. It took a lot of years, a lot of sweat. And he's had your name on that policy ever since you were born.
Old man Kringle never saw pay dirt in his life. Ned had given money to live on, paid the premiums on his policy. Chris was always tapping the kid, claiming he had a new find. He was going to mine $1 million. Boy, shut up! The old man's dying. Tell him, Ned. Tell him how the old phony was always taking the bows, making like Santa Claus with the money you give him. Willie, haven't you got a... Tell him to hold on to the money! I know he's been waiting a long time for this. Me, Willie D'Agostino, that's who.
Is that true, Ned?
Yeah. I thought my uncle would make a strike someday. I honestly thought he'd strike it rich. I know he tried.
He did strike it rich, Ned. When he dies, every man, woman, and child in this town will mourn him. He'll live in their hearts. What will people remember about you, Mr. D'Agostino?
All right, get out, and stay out before I...
Willie, this rifle will make a hole in your belly big enough to pass a borax team through. So you just drop that gun. Well, I don't know what the shouting's about, but you're guilty of carrying sidearms. You're threatening violence, Mr. D'Agostino. And ain't nobody does that in Calico, long as I'm the marshal. Now, you better get.
Ed Noller, I love you.
So let Gladys hear that.
Well, I'll see how Chris is.
Doc, you tell the old buzzard that I got his Carmen back in the corral. Jingle bells and all.
Yeah, nice work, Ed.
Now, what's holding you, mister?
Okay. All right, let's go, Ned. Let the squares have a round, huh? I'm going to stay here, Willie. I want to be here when Chris... Hey, that's a good idea. That way, no fooling around with the will, huh? Smart kid, that Ned. See you at the funeral, huh? I'll go up now.
You were wonderful, Marshal. And you too, Johnny.
Oh, yeah, sure. I take a nice sock on the head.
Say, you folks better come up, too. Chris wants to say something.
Oh, wait a second. I figured on this. The corral. Come on.
D'Agostino must have had another gun in his car. One of the bullets had found the mark he intended. Willie Boy wasn't taking any chances that Carmen Kringle would inherit $50,000. We found the burro lying on her side, quite dead. Jingle bells and all.
Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment. Oh, Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Carmen Kringle matter.
Oh, Marshal. Johnny, how could he have been so cruel? Carmen dead. It's just not right.
Yeah. I figured D'Agostino might be mean enough to try killing Chris's pet burro.
We can't tell him about it. It would kill him for sure.
You'll have to know the truth, Gene. You'll have to decide about the will.
Yeah, truth is always the best. And easy this time.
Easy?
Huh?
Yeah. I'll just take these bells off of this poor little feller, and I'll put them where they belong. Carmen? What? Carmen?
Oh.
Mosey over here now.
Well, you pulled a switch. You put these bells on another book.
Yeah. I didn't trust that greasy character, and I was right. And nice girl, Carmen.
I'll be.
Now, you folks going up and see old Chris. I'll keep an eye on this here $50,000 jackass. That's the way it's going to be, ain't it, Johnny?
Yes, sir. That's the way it's going to be. But I was wrong. The roly-poly little old man on the four-poster bed with his white whiskers resting on the quilt changed his mind again. Even after hearing about how the marshal saved Carmen.
I wasn't going to scratch Ned's name off of that insurance, Mr. Dollar. I tried to shake that D'Agostino, figuring he'd take his hooks off of Ned if he thought my Carmen was going to get the money. Oh, I was scared for a while that I just might have to up and die to square my nephew's gambling debts.
I'm sorry, Chris. I'll work my fingers raw paying every cent I owe, but I'll pay him back with interest.
I want you around.
Okay, Mr. Dollar.
Yeah, Chris.
Lift the lid on that footlocker and fetch me one of them bags in there. They're pretty heavy, but you look strong.
Well, they're sure heavy enough. You got them stuffed with silver?
It's better than silver. Open it up there. Yeah, that's it there. Yeah, recognize it, Doc?
Yeah. Maybe you'd better have a good sleep, Chris. This here's plain old gravel.
Oh, plain gravel. It's uranium, Doc. Huh? The last batch assayed at $900 a ton. And I got a mountain of it staked out. In both our names, Ned. You don't care. Why, Chris? Mr. Dollar, if you and Jeannie check with the Barstow Bank, you'll find that they'll extend credit on the strength of that assay. You reckon you can spend 2 days buying enough presents so as we won't disappoint the folks hereabouts?
Expense account item 4, $68 even. Telephone calls to 5 principal cities where I thought Willie D'Agostino might be remembered. The police departments had a long list of reasons why they remembered Willie. That was my Christmas present to them. Expense account item 5, another $50. Truck rental to haul the presents we bought for Ned to give away come Christmas morning. And then it was Christmas Eve. We sat on the Kringles' porch and watched the procession up to the Maggie mine. The flickering lights from the miners' lamps reflecting on the faces of the happy children. Old Chris was bundled up in blankets, his little eyes twinkling, chuckling to himself like he knew all the answers to the universe. Jean was there, too.
Kind of nice. Isn't it, Johnny?
Kind of nice. Marshal Ed Noller was one of the wise men in the procession. I recognized the sideburns. And Doc Spangler couldn't hide his height. Oh, he wore an awful beard. Ned Kringle led the burro that carried the Blessed Mother. Yeah, you guessed it. The burro was Carmen Kringle. Expense account total, including return to Palm Springs and incidentals, $229.75. But forget it, Pat. This is the best holiday I ever had. And I was only cold at the start. From all of us to all of you, may this be your very merriest Christmas ever. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum, the refreshing, delicious treat that gives you chewing enjoyment, presents for your listening enjoyment John Lund as Johnny Dollar.
New York Police Department calling. Mr. Dollar, will you accept the charges?
Yeah, put them on.
Just a moment, please. Ready with your call to Hartford, Connecticut. Go ahead.
Hello, Dollar?
That's right.
This is Sergeant Papish, robbery. I have a notation here. You're the one to contact in the case that came up. Allied Adjustment Bureau?
Well, I've done a lot of work for him. What's it about, Sergeant?
Well, we've recovered a mink coat you were looking for about 6 months ago.
Oh?
Yeah, stolen from a party named Jacoby in Rochester. The Jacobys are in Europe right now, but the furrier's already identified it as the one he sold to him.
Jacoby? Rochester?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember. It was insured for $5,000. There's some other things taken in the same haul. A watch, rings, bracelet.
That's the job. So far, we just have the coat and the girl who was wearing it.
What does she say?
Nothing. So far, she's got a couple of bullet holes in her.
Maybe I better get down there, Sergeant.
Room 212, Sergeant Papish.
Right.
The makers of Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum bring you John Lund in a transcribed adventure of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum refreshes you. Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum gives you real chewing enjoyment. Yes, for chewing enjoyment plus refreshment, it's Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum. The lively, delicious flavor of Wrigley's Spearmint cools your mouth, helps keep your throat moist, and gives you a nice little lift. The good, smooth chewing of Wrigley's Spearmint helps keep you feeling fresh and alert, adds enjoyment to whatever you're doing. So for chewing enjoyment plus refreshment, treat yourself often to Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum. Healthful, refreshing, delicious.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Allied Adjustment Bureau, Markham Building, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of the Rochester theft matter. Expense account item 1, $1.65. Person-to-person collect call from Sergeant Papish, New York Police Department. Item 2, $32.56. Train fare and incidentals between Hartford and New York City after clearing authority to resume on the Jacoby case. It had been stalemated 6 months before when the Rochester police and I were unable to recover any part of the items stolen from the Jacoby residence. I arrived in New York at 1:35, dropped my bags off at the New Weston, then went directly to the Metropolitan Police Station. Hello, I wonder if you could help me. I'm looking for Sergeant Papish.
I'm Papish.
Oh, Johnny Dollar, Sergeant.
Oh. Thanks for coming down, Dollar. Have a chair.
Oh, thanks.
Your mink coat's in the crime lab. They're looking it over.
Uh-huh.
We still haven't found out much about the girl who was wearing it.
What's her name?
Yeah, just Jane Doe for now. We didn't have her prints on file here, but we're waiting to hear from Washington now. She's been unconscious ever since we picked her up. Pretty bad shape.
Oh, what exactly happened?
It came in as a complaint about 3 this morning. A woman over on 57th Street telephoned about a disturbance. The prowl car went over to the address and found this girl lying in the entrance to the apartment house wearing the mink coat. She'd been shot twice.
Uh-huh.
No one in the apartment house seemed to know her or had ever seen her before. We asked about the neighborhood. No dice. But we did find out how she got there.
Oh?
The lady across the street said she saw a man drive up sometime after midnight and unload the girl from his car. She was able to give us a fair description of the car and the man. Here.
Nice.
But nothing definite. No license number or anything like that. Could be any car and any man, from what she said. Got an APB out, of course.
Was there a purse or anything?
Nothing. The dress she was wearing came from a store downtown. Hundreds just like it. The coat was the only item that might have helped, and it turned up listed in the stolen property file.
How about jewelry?
Small diamond ring on her little finger. I looked over the list of things taken in that Jacoby robbery. It doesn't fit any of those. You can look at it if you want to.
I'll take your word for it.
I suppose the insurance company paid off the claim.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Well, at least we have the coat back for you. Maybe we'll get a line on the other things when this girl regains consciousness. If she does.
Pretty bad, is it?
Yeah. Nice-looking girl, too. Only about 25 or so. Excuse me.
Sure.
Robbery, Sergeant Papish. Oh, let me get it down here. 213 West. Right. Okay, see you there. Bye. Just got an answer from Washington.
They able to identify the girl?
Yeah, address and all. She had a postal savings once. Name's Eileen Madden.
You mind if I go with you?
Come on. Maybe you'll get back all of your loot.
I accompanied Sergeant Papish to the address for Eileen Madden. Turned out to be a fairly nice apartment in a fairly nice neighborhood. By the time we arrived there, a full crew of technicians were at work giving the place a complete check. Sergeant Papish introduced me to a tall, heavy-set man.
This is Mr. Dollar from the insurance company, Walt. Sergeant Walter.
Hi.
How are you, Sergeant?
Oh, fine. I'm afraid we haven't done any good for you so far. Haven't found anything here to go with that mink coat.
Oh. Have you talked to anybody around here yet?
Just getting started on it. The lady who lives across the hall might be able to help us.
Where is she?
In there. Her name's Ethel Stromberg. Mrs.
Okay.
I'll take it here.
Right. Are you Mrs. Stromberg?
Yes, I am.
I'm Sergeant Papish. This is Mr. Dollar.
How do you do?
How do you do?
How's poor Eileen?
Not very good, Mrs. Stromberg. She's still unconscious.
Oh, dear, that's terrible. It's just a terrible thing. Where is she? I'd like to go to see her if it's possible.
She's at the police emergency hospital right now, Mrs. Stromberg. I'll have them phone you when she can see people.
Well, thank you. What an awful thing. How did that happen? What's that all about?
Maybe you can tell us something about her, Mrs. Stromberg. Where she worked, how she lived, what people she knew.
Oh, dear.
How long have you known her?
Well, I moved in here about 5 months ago. I met her the very first day.
Mm-hmm. Nice girl?
Oh, yes, very nice girl. Quiet, minded her own business.
Do you know where we can contact her family?
No, I can't help you there, Sergeant. I know they live somewhere in California, but that's about all. She talks about them now and then.
How about her friends here in town?
What about them?
Did she talk about any of her friends to you?
What do you mean?
Well, she's a pretty girl. Young. Boyfriends, maybe.
Yes, she did talk about them now and then. You suppose one of them had something to do?
Mrs. Stromberg, Eileen Madden was dumped from a convertible last night after she'd been shot. A witness described the car as possibly blue or black in color, white top, white sidewalls. She said it was a late model Cadillac or Buick. Do you know if any of Miss Madden's friends drove a car that comes near that description at all?
Why, yes. Yes, I saw him pick her up one night. I was just coming home.
Saw who pick her up, Mrs. Stromberg?
A man she called Bill.
Bill who?
I really don't know his last name. She didn't introduce me to him. But she talks about him. He drove a black Cadillac.
Can you tell us what he looks like?
Well, he seemed very tall.
As tall as Sergeant Papish here?
So about your height, very nice looking. He seemed quite big. Husky, sort of. Very nicely dressed, too.
What color was his hair?
I don't know. He always wore a hat. I think it was dark, though.
His eyes?
I don't know.
About how old would you say?
Oh, I'm no good at this, but I say between 30 and 35.
Seems to fit what we have from the witness.
Yeah.
This Bill, would you say he had money?
Oh, yes, I would say so. He drove that nice big convertible. He always dressed so nice. And he gave Eileen pretty nice things.
Do you know if he ever gave her any jewelry?
I don't know. I don't think so. Eileen would usually run across the hall and show me when he sent her something nice. I don't remember her ever showing me any jewelry.
I just talked to the hospital.
How is she?
Just coming around. I think you better go over there and talk to her if you're gonna.
Is she bad?
They think she's dying, Mrs. Stromberg.
Think she'll make it?
Hard to say right now. Sometimes they rally. She must have been in their doorway a half hour or better before we got to her.
Mm-hmm. She said anything, Doctor?
No. You might have to wait a little while for her to come around.
I see.
I'll tell you both. Ask what you have to know quick. 2 minutes is about all I can give you with it.
Sure, Doctor.
Oh, better put your cigarettes in that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, miss. Okay, boys.
Is she conscious?
Yeah, she can hear you.
Are you Eileen Madden? Is Eileen Madden your name?
Yes.
You're seriously hurt, Miss Madden. Can you tell us how it happened? Miss Madden?
No.
Bill shot you?
Yes.
What's Bill's name? Where can we find him?
Doctor.
What?
Nurse, hand me that. Sorry, fellas. There was nothing I could do.
Friends, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you'll enjoy chewing Wrigley's Spearmint Gum. Chew Wrigley's Spearmint while you're working. The lively, full-bodied flavor of Wrigley's Spearmint gives you a refreshing little lift. The smooth, pleasant chewing of Wrigley's Spearmint Gum helps keep you feeling relaxed and satisfied. Makes your job seem easier. Chew Wrigley's Spearmint Gum in your home, when you're out walking or driving, when you're enjoying sports and other activities. Wrigley's Spearmint Gum tastes good anytime, and the natural chewing aids digestion and helps keep your teeth bright and attractive. Yes, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you'll enjoy chewing Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum. Healthful, refreshing, delicious. And now, with our star, John Lund, we bring you the second act of Yours Truly, Johnny Dollar.
Eileen Madden died at 3:35 in the afternoon without giving us the full name of the man who'd shot her the night before. I stayed with Sergeant Papish and Sergeant Walters as they continued their investigation of her death and the appearance of the mink coat covered in policy number 27M55567, issued to Roland J. Jacoby, Rochester, New York. The apartment where she had lived yielded some information.
Here it is. Letters from Robert J. Madden in Riverside, California. Looks like her father.
Okay, we'd better notify him.
This might be the best lead.
What's that?
This picture. Found in one of her closets.
Let's see. $1.
Oh, thanks. Love, Bill.
He loved her, all right.
Yeah. Anybody identified this yet?
That Mrs. Stromberg's supposed to be here right now. What time you got?
Oh, 5:30.
She said she'd be here at 6.
Anything on the bullets?
They didn't check with anything in our lab. Ballistics says it was an Army 45. The old 1911 model.
Pretty good gun for killing.
What gun isn't?
Oh, I got the wrong room at first.
Oh, come in, Mrs. Stromberg. You remember Sergeant Papish and Mr. Dollar?
Yes. Do I have to answer more questions?
Not many more.
Oh, I'm just all worn out. I can't get over this terrible thing happening to Eileen. Did you get in touch with her family?
Business office is doing it right now.
Oh, dear, what a terrible, terrible thing.
Mrs. Stromberg, you ever seen this man before?
Oh, yes. That's Bill.
The man Eileen's been going with?
Yes.
The man who drives the black Cadillac convertible?
Yes, that's him. But did he do this terrible thing?
It looks that way, Mrs. Stromberg.
Oh, dear, dear.
Sergeant Papish. Yeah. Yeah, right. Goodbye. Did Eileen Madden ever mention to you that she had been married?
Why, no. She never did. Was she?
In the state of New York in 1951. Just found out from vitals.
Divorced?
Yeah. Her ex-husband's name is Bill Powers. Sergeant Papish, this is Mr. Dollar.
How do you do? What's the matter?
May we come inside, Mr. Powers?
Sure. Well, what's this all about?
Do you know a woman named Eileen Madden, Mr. Powers?
Yeah, sure. We were married once. Why?
Eileen Madden was shot to death last night, Mr. Powers.
Eileen?
Yes.
What? Are you sure?
We checked her prints.
Oh. Shot?
Yes.
What? Oh, what happened? How could a thing like that happen?
That's what we're trying to find out, Mr. Powers.
I can't believe it. Eileen dead.
Have you seen her lately?
Well, yeah, I saw her last week. Had a drink together. Are you sure it's Eileen?
We'd make sure before we came around with news like this. Mr. Dollar represents an insurance company, Mr. Powers. Miss Madden was wearing a stolen coat when we found her.
Stolen coat?
Yes, a stolen mink coat. Was she ever in trouble anywhere?
I don't care what she was wearing. Eileen never steal anything. She was a fine girl, a wonderful girl. I was a fool to ever let our marriage go on the rocks.
Can you come with us, Mr. Powers?
Where?
We need a positive identification.
Sure. Sure, Sergeant. I'll be right with you.
Want to smoke?
Thanks.
Well, he isn't the bird in the picture.
No. Did you see the car in the driveway?
Yeah. 51 Caddy, black convertible.
On the way to the city morgue with the ex-husband of Eileen Madden, we tried to get more information from him regarding her activities up till the time of her death. But Powers seemed so distraught that he could only speak of their short marriage and the reason it had ended. It was an old and especially sad story of a man who couldn't provide well enough for a beautiful wife. However, once he'd seen her body at the morgue and identified it, he seemed to get better control of himself. We all walked across the street for coffee.
I hope you get whoever did this, Sergeant. I hope you get him fast.
We sure want to, Mr. Powers.
Why would anybody do that to Eileen? Why?
Maybe you can help us answer that.
Oh, you're just interested in that coat you say she was wearing. Well, mister, I don't believe she was wearing a stolen coat. What do you think of that?
I'm just looking for the facts, Mr. Powers. I'd like to prove what you just said as badly as you'd like to have it proved. But we have to start somewhere. You can understand that.
I suppose so.
You told us you saw her last week for a drink.
That's right.
Have you been seeing her right along?
Yeah, sure.
Did you know that she's been going with somebody else?
Sure.
Then you know Bill?
Bill Chambers?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know him, but she talked about him a lot.
Is this Bill Chambers, Mr. Powers?
Yeah, that's him. I thought you knew.
You're sure this is him?
Sure. This picture was in her place. I went there one day and saw it and asked her who he was. Eileen told me all about him.
What did she tell you about him?
Why, she said she was going with him. She told me that he wanted to marry her. Said he had lots of money.
Did she tell you where he works?
No.
Or what kind of work he does?
No.
You know where we can get in touch with him?
No, I don't know that either. Say, do you think he might have done this to her?
We'd like to talk to him.
I know she's been going with him for a few months, what she told me.
And you've been seeing her the same time she was seeing Chambers?
Well, yeah, that's right. She didn't want to marry him. She wanted to marry me again.
You know what kind of a car Chambers drives?
Cadillac.
Thought you never met him.
Well, she told me about his car. It's another thing. I went out and bought one myself. I thought it might do me some good with her.
Mm-hmm. Were you at home last night?
Yeah.
Can you prove it?
Yeah. I was home. She was out getting killed.
The name William Chambers was checked through the New York police files. They listed 24 persons who more or less fit his general description. Took 2 days to locate and talk with all of them. Neither Mrs. Stromberg nor the witness who had seen the body dumped from the car could identify any of them. An all-points bulletin regarding the suspect and his car had been issued as soon as we learned his name. Same results, nothing. On the third day, the pawn shop detail turned up 2 more items that had been taken in the Jacoby robbery.
There they are.
Huh. Watch and ring. Jacoby stuff?
Case numbers on the watch check out. The ring's engraved.
Where'd they wind up?
Shop on 3rd Street. The proprietor says it was sold yesterday. Man who sold them signed the Bible, James a Genian.
How about his description?
5th Chambers down the line.
Well, at least he was still in town yesterday.
Yeah, but his stuff's been on the hot sheet for a long time. If he's had any experience at all, he knew he was taking a chance trying to unload it.
Probably trying to raise cash to get out of town.
That's what I was thinking. Gave him an address on Polk Street, a vacant lot.
If he keeps on trying to unload it, I'll have all the loot back.
If he keeps on trying, we'll keep on trying.
Well, they found his car.
Where?
Used car lot in the Bronx. He sold it at 10 o'clock this morning.
At the used car lot, we learned that a man answering the description of William Chambers had driven in that morning and offered a black 51 Cadillac convertible for sale. The used car lot manager had finally settled on a price and made out a check. He reported that the man had seemed extremely nervous and anxious to make a quick deal. The car was impounded and examined. A full set of fingerprints on the steering wheel and dashboard gave us a positive identification of William Chambers.
William Carlson, alias William Carls, William Charles, Walter Cameron, male, Caucasian, age 33, 178, 6'1". Let's see, 14 arrests, 2 convictions, both car theft.
Quite a lad.
Aren't they all? Doesn't look like a killer, though, does he?
I don't know. What's a killer supposed to look like? The search to locate William Carlson, alias William Chambers, extended to all parts of the city. The associates and relatives listed in his criminal file were contacted and questioned. All of them denied having any knowledge of his whereabouts. In the meantime, 2 more pieces of stolen property connected with the Jacoby theft were recovered by the pawn shop detail. Each of the pawn shop proprietors identified the mugshot of the wanted man. He'd used different names in each instance. The handwriting was the same. Each address had to be checked out. I went with Sergeant Papish to the one he had given on 78th Street. It was not a vacant lot.
Hello?
Hello. We're looking for William Courtney.
You found him?
Huh?
Cops?
Yeah.
Come on in.
Hold still.
I'm clean. Check me through the buy book yesterday?
Yeah. Your name's Carlson, isn't it? William Carlson?
Yep.
We've been looking a long time for you.
I know. Yesterday, I decided I'd let you find me. I gave my right address.
You want to get your hat?
Sure. Look, I didn't mean to kill Eileen. I didn't mean to at all. I want you to know that.
Let's talk about it downtown.
No, we won't. I'm not talking to anybody downtown. I'm talking to you 2 right now, and that's it. So you better listen.
Okay.
I've been doing pretty good with these house jobs. Real good. Enough to buy myself a nice car, get some clothes, get around a little bit. I work all alone. I met her. I liked her. I wanted to marry her. I did. I really did. We went out the other night, and I gave her the mink coat for a present. I thought that'd cinch it. She didn't want to take it. She told me she was going to marry some guy she'd been married to before. I let her have it.
That's all?
That's all. That's it, mister. I could have run. Sold my car. Getting rid of a lot of odds and ends I have around. I decided not to, after all. I don't want to run.
Okay, let's get with it.
Remember, I let you get me. I wrote my address right down where I knew you'd check it out.
Okay.
And there's no more talking. You 2 got it all straight.
What's the matter with you, anyway?
You got it all? I mean, about everything?
Yeah, I've got it.
Okay.
Hey, wait a minute.
You guys are too late. I took it when I heard you knock on the door.
Where's the phone?
It's too late, I tell you. It's in my stomach now. It's Too late.
Not for me, brother. I handle plenty of babies, just like you.
Too late.
Grab him, Ned.
I got it. Go. Look out.
Ah, shut up. You're going to stand trial, baby.
Sergeant Papish had handled attempted suicides, a lot of them. And in the 5 minutes before the arrival of the emergency ambulance, he managed to force William Carlson to take an antidote that saved his life. The remainder of the Jacoby theft items were found in and around the apartment of the suspect, along with other stolen property listed with the New York police. All of the articles on the enclosed list have been impounded and will be available following the trial of William Carlson. Expense account item 3, hotel and board while in New York, $88.65. Item 4, same as item 2, transportation back to Hartford. Expense account total, $155.42. Remarks? Please file a copy of the above report for the information of William Powers in regard to his ex-wife, Eileen Madden. I think this is what he wanted. Well, that's it. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Remember, friends, Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum refreshes you. Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum gives you real chewing enjoyment. The lively, full-bodied flavor of Wrigley's Spearmint cools your mouth, freshens your taste, sweetens your breath. The smooth, pleasant chewing of Wrigley's Spearmint helps keep you feeling relaxed and satisfied, makes whatever you're doing more enjoyable. Yes, for refreshment plus chewing enjoyment, treat yourself often to Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum. Millions enjoy it daily. Get a few packages and always keep some handy. That's Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum. Healthful, refreshing, delicious. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, brought to you by Wrigley Spearmint Chewing Gum, stars John Lund in the title role and was written by E. Jack Newman with music by Eddie Dunstetter. Featured in tonight's cast were Virginia Gregg, John McIntyre, Jim Nusser, Jeanette Nolan, Victor Perrin, and Bill Johnstone. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, is transcribed in Hollywood by Jaime Del Valle. The makers of Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum hope you enjoyed tonight's story of Johnny Dollar and that you're enjoying delicious Wrigley's Spearmint Gum every day. This is Charles Lyon, inviting you to join us again next week at this same time when, from Hollywood, John Lund returns as... Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
This is the CBS Radio Network.
Why let your floors get scuffed up? Beacon Wax stops floor scuffing.
Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum, the refreshing, delicious treat that gives you chewing enjoyment, presents for your listening enjoyment John Lund as...
Johnny Dollar.
Roger Stern, Dollar.
Oh, hello, Mr. Stern. What can I do for you?
We insure Mr. James Forbes. He was killed last night. It looks like an accident, but there's always the chance it might not be. Can you take the job?
Sure. How about the details?
Well, come on down to the office as soon as you can, and I'll give you what we've got.
I'll catch the first train out.
The makers of Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum bring you John Lund and another adventure of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
For refreshing taste plus chewing enjoyment, treat yourself to delicious Wrigley's Spearmint Gum. When your mouth and throat feel hot and dry, a stick of Wrigley's Spearmint gives you quick, long-lasting refreshment. The lively, full-bodied spearmint flavor cools your mouth and freshens your taste. The chewing itself helps keep your throat pleasantly moist. Best of all, you can chew and enjoy refreshing Wrigley's Spearmint Gum almost any time and any place. Keep a package handy right in your purse or pocket so you can chew a stick whenever you want it. For refreshing taste plus chewing enjoyment, treat yourself to delicious Wrigley's Spearmint Gum. Millions enjoy it, and you will too.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Home Office, Intercontinental Indemnity and Bonding Corporation, New York City. The following is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of the James Forbes matter. Expense account item 1, $13.95, train fare and incidentals between Hartford and New York City. After receiving from you the details regarding the death of James Forbes, I registered at the Madison Hotel and went directly to the 5th Precinct Police Station and interviewed Lieutenant Arthur Parkhill, who was handling the case.
Well, there really isn't much more to tell, Mr. Dollar, other than what you know.
You're convinced it was an accident?
I'm convinced he fell over the edge of a 110-foot cliff, that it looks like an accident. Certainly doesn't mean the case is closed, but so far there's no motive for murder.
There's a wife.
Yeah?
Mr. Forbes had quite a bit of money.
Well, that's an understatement. Mr. Forbes was loaded.
And Mrs. Forbes gets everything, including a $500,000 insurance policy.
Look, that's the first thing we considered, but just because her husband's got money and a great big fat insurance policy...
Now, wait a minute. I'm not trying to tell you how to do your job.
And we've checked the wife. Checked her good. The way it looks, she liked being married. She was in love with her husband. When he went over the cliff, she was in the house. 4 servants can swear to it.
He just fell over the cliff.
According to everything we can find out, he took long walks every night along the cliffs by the ocean. Last night it was unusually foggy. Certainly possible he got too close to the edge, missed his footing, and did a high dive.
How about suicide?
At least there's no reason we can come up with. Good health, business doing better than it ever has.
Textiles, isn't it?
Yeah, biggest in the country. There's absolutely nothing that indicates suicide, especially no suicide note. There usually is.
Uh-huh. The Forbes estate is out on the island, isn't it?
Yeah. Gonna take a run up?
Yeah, I thought I might. Well, thanks for your help. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you, Mr. Dollar. Let me know if you come across anything.
Expense account item 2, 75 cents. Cab fare to a garage where I rented a car and drove out to the island. The Forbes mansion stood in the middle of a lot of acreage along the shore at the northeastern tip.
Yes?
I'd like to see Mrs. Forbes, please.
I'm afraid Mrs. Forbes is seeing no one.
Tell her Mr. Dollar is here. I believe Mr. Stern from my company called Mrs. Forbes and told her I was coming out.
Mr. Dollar?
That's right.
If you'll wait a moment.
Sure. Take your time.
Mrs. Forbes will see you, Mr. Dollar. Mrs. Forbes was expecting you, but neglected to tell me. Mr. Dollar, ma'am.
Come in, Mr. Dollar. I'm Mrs. Forbes.
How do you do?
Won't you sit down?
Thank you.
Mr. Stern called, said you were coming out. He seemed to think it was necessary.
Yes, routine. Unfortunately, in a matter like this...
I understand.
Better to get it over with.
I suppose so.
Just a few questions. What time did Mr. Forbes leave the house last night?
Right after dinner, around 9.
I understand he was in the habit of taking walks.
Yes.
Last night was the same as any other night.
Yes.
He seemed all right?
He was fine. Wonderful spirits.
Who found him?
The police.
Did you call them?
Yes, after he'd been gone longer than usual, I began to worry. By 12 o'clock, I sent William, my butler, out in the car to look for him. When William returned, I had him call the police. They didn't find him until morning.
You're convinced it was an accident?
My husband didn't commit suicide, Mr. Dollar.
Did he have any enemies?
No. No one killed him, Mr. Dollar. Now, if you don't mind, I really don't feel too well.
Of course. There's just one more thing.
Yes?
I'd like to take a look at the place, the spot.
I'll have William show you.
Thanks.
I'm sorry I can't be of more help, Mr. Dollar, but there's really nothing to help you with. My husband was killed in an accident. He wasn't murdered, and he didn't commit suicide. My husband was a fine and wonderful man. I loved him very much.
Of course.
I'll call William and have him show you the way down to the cliffs. It's been nice meeting you.
This is a terrible thing, William.
Yes, sir.
How long have you been with the Forbes?
10 years, sir.
Theirs was a good marriage.
Oh, yes, sir. About another 100 yards, sir. Now, you can stop here. Right over here, sir. They found Mr. Forbes right down there, sir.
Long drop.
Yes, sir.
Well, I guess under the right circumstances, it'd be pretty easy to miss your footing along here.
It was very foggy last night.
Yeah. Well, come on. I'll drive you back.
Mr. Dollar. Mr. Dollar, I don't know quite how to say this. I've nothing ready to go on except, well, I'm not convinced that Mr. Forbes' death was an accident.
Why aren't you?
It's hard to say. Until this morning, until sometime after they found him, I didn't think it could be anything else. When the police questioned me, I didn't even consider another possibility. But Mr. Forbes has been taking walks at night every night ever since I came to work. He's walked in all kinds of weather. He knew those cliffs from one end to the other.
Well, people take showers in the same shower year after year, and still a certain percentage of them slip and break their necks.
It's not just the walks and the fact that Mr. Forbes was so familiar with these cliffs. It's a lot of little things that have happened over the past 2 or 3 months. Nothing really definite. Telephone calls.
What kind of telephone calls?
Several times Mrs. Forbes has made calls. Several times I happened to overhear part of the conversations. They were affectionate.
Affectionate?
Yes, I thought she was talking to Mr. Forbes, but several times I discovered through dinner conversations between Mr. and Mrs. Forbes that she hadn't spoken to him during the day that he'd been out of the city. Well, it's really awfully hard to explain.
Just how affectionate were these calls?
Quite affectionate.
You think Mrs. Forbes has been playing around?
I don't know, sir. But in the last few months, when Mr. Forbes left, she'd informed me she was going to town to visit with friends. And she'd very seldom return until the day before Mr. Forbes was supposed to be back from his trip. Why, on one of these occasions, Mrs. Weatherwax, the woman Mrs. Forbes was supposed to be visiting, came to the house calling on Mrs. Forbes. Well, from her conversation, I gathered she hadn't seen Mrs. Forbes for some time.
Did you say anything about it?
To whom? To Mr. Forbes? Certainly not. I didn't think that much about it at the time.
Anything else?
No, sir. But I suddenly felt that I must tell someone. Sir, if Mrs. Forbes should find out, she'd surely dismiss me, and I couldn't blame her.
I won't say anything.
Thank you, sir.
Well, come on. We'd better start back.
I do hope I haven't started something I'll be sorry for.
Do me a favor.
Well, certainly.
If Mrs. Forbes gets any more of those phone calls, see if you can find out who's on the other end of the line.
I'll try.
You can reach me at the Madison Hotel.
Yes, sir.
I drove William back to the house, then headed for the city. It was close to 5 o'clock when I got back to my hotel and called Lieutenant Parkhill. I told him about my conversation with the butler, and he was interested. He agreed to do some more checking on Mrs. Forbes' friends, especially the men. Expense account item 3, $7.50, dinner. After which I took a short walk, then returned to my hotel to get a good night's sleep. I was just turning off the light when the phone rang. Johnny Dollar.
This is William, Mr. Dollar, the Forbes butler.
Oh, yes, William.
Mrs. Forbes received a phone call about half an hour ago.
You find out who he is?
No, sir.
Well, that's not going to help much.
I thought you could discover his identity.
How could I do that?
Mrs. Forbes just left the house. I overheard her agree to meet the party in the city.
Where in the city?
Well, I don't know, but I thought you could intercept Mrs. Forbes as she comes off the George Washington Bridge.
William, you have the soul of a Sherlock.
Yes, sir. Mrs. Forbes is driving the gray Cadillac sedan. License number 6A31593.
Friends, no matter what kind of work you do, it's a real help to chew delicious Wrigley's Spearmint Gum right while you're working. When you're warm or tired, for instance, the lively, full-bodied spearmint flavor is really refreshing. It helps keep your mouth and throat feeling cool and moist. Chewing on that smooth, good-tasting piece of Wrigley's Spearmint makes the time pass more pleasantly, too. It seems to make your work go smoother and easier. Keep a package or two of Wrigley's Spearmint chewing gum handy all the time. Enjoy chewing Wrigley's Spearmint while you're working and at other times. That's Wrigley's Spearmint chewing gum. Healthful, refreshing, delicious. And now, with our star, John Lund, we bring you the second act of Yours Truly, Johnny Dollar.
It took me 5 minutes to get back into my clothes and make it down to my car. 20 minutes after that, I was parking at the city side entrance of the Washington Bridge, waiting for Mrs. Forbes to show up in her gray Cadillac. I waited about a half hour. She came off the bridge doing a little better than the speed limit and turned south. I started tailing her. I stayed about a block behind, and Mrs. Forbes led me across town. Suddenly, at the corner of 41st and 5th, she pulled up to the curb and a man stepped up to the car, quickly opened the door and climbed in. They drove away and I continued to follow. I followed for about another hour while Mrs. Forbes just drove around, obviously headed for no place in particular, just talking things over with her passenger. About 11:30, she made a left turn, cut back across town, and pulled up in front of an address on 108th Street. Her passenger got out, said something, threw her a kiss, and went into the building. After Mrs. Forbes had driven out of sight, I went down to the building the man had entered and looked through the glass door. He was going into an apartment at the end of the hall. I checked the apartment number, 1D. The nameplate on the mailbox outside was Roger Phillips.
Now, I don't know Roger Phillips, Dollar. Name's familiar, though. I'll check on it. Where are you?
In a drugstore on the corner. Hey.
What?
Cab just pulled up in front.
Of the drugstore?
No, 953 East. I can see it through the... Hold it.
What?
I'll call you later, Lieutenant. My man just came out. He's getting into the cab. Goodbye. The cab was 2 blocks away and turning left by the time I was able to follow. It led me across town to the waterfront in a small, tired saloon named the Blue Toad. I watched while my man paid off his driver, then I followed him into the dive. The Blue Toad was one room, a few tables and a bar. The customers were off the waterfront, seamen, stevedores, and bums with saltwater faces and an occasional tattoo. The air smelled like stale beer, live bait, and bad tobacco. I watched my man cut his way through the heavy blue haze and sit down. Another man sat at the table, a short man with a dark face. I found a table near the door, gave my order to a waiter with a crusty apron, and relaxed to see what was going to happen.
Hello?
Huh? Oh.
You alone?
Oh. Yeah, but I'm,
Buy me a drink, huh?
Sure. Well, what'll it be?
Champagne. Huh. Doesn't that get a laugh?
Was it supposed to?
Well, if I was a nice-looking guy, wearing a nice-looking suit, and I just walked into this dump and a dame like me ordered champagne, oh, forget it. I was just trying to start a conversation.
You started it.
I work on a percentage. Buy me a scotch and I'll leave you alone.
Relax. I'm not expecting anybody.
Thanks.
You got any influence with the waiter? I ordered a drink 10 minutes ago.
He's probably out in the alley. It's not well. About this time of night, he can't stand the smoke and goes out to stock up on fresh air. He'll be right back.
What's your name?
Jane. Yours should be, Mike? Or Bill? Yeah, you look kind of like a Mike.
Why?
I don't know. Feeling you get when you look at some people. Some people look like certain names.
It's Johnny.
Johnny.
Doesn't fit?
I guess so. Who are you watching, Johnny?
What makes you think I'm watching somebody?
Because you are. You've been watching those two guys in the back.
Okay.
Cop?
Uh-uh.
The good-looking one just passed Timmy a bundle of money.
You know the little dark guy?
Forget it, huh?
Tell me about Timmy.
Tell me about Johnny.
I'm not a cop.
Nope. A cop would know all about Timmy. The good-looking one's leaving.
I'm interested in Timmy.
And Timmy or the money he just got.
Both.
You're not a stick-up man, Johnny.
Not a bit.
I'd like to help, but Timmy finds out about things. Timmy's a bad boy. Hasn't got a friend in the world. Not even me. You leaving?
Yeah. Oh, here. Buy some champagne.
Thanks. Bye, Johnny.
Outside, the air was fresh and clean. I got into my car, lit a cigarette, and waited for the dark little man named Timmy to come out. In about 5 minutes, he did. He crossed the street and climbed into a car. He drove west, and I followed. About 10 blocks later, I stopped and watched Timmy park in an all-night garage, then crossed to a hotel called the Bayview. He went in. I found a phone and called Lieutenant Parkhill.
Timmy?
About 5'9", dark complexion, dresses a little too sharp.
Timmy Collins.
Now, what about him?
Bad boy.
Yeah, so I've heard.
Assassin, but nobody's been able to prove it. I didn't even know he was in town. He shouldn't be.
Why not?
Oh, it was an old rap. Forgery.
Huh. You find anything on Roger Phillips?
Oh, yeah. Socialite playboy. Makes the columns about once or twice a week. Never very flattering.
Does he know Mrs. Forbes?
Oh, he might. Runs around in that circle. He's been in town for about a year now. He comes from...
What's the matter?
Just gonna say he comes from Cleveland.
Yeah?
Just remembered. So does Timmy Collins.
Did you check on Phillips in Cleveland?
Well, the kickback hasn't come in yet. Won't get it till tomorrow morning. Only thing we've got on him here is what I've already told you.
What are you going to do about Timmy?
Let him alone for a while. Stake out the hotel, see what he's up to. What are you going to do?
Go back to my hotel and get some sleep. I'm bushed.
And I'll talk to you in the morning.
Yeah. Expense account item 4, $2.65. Breakfast the next morning with Lieutenant Parkhill at a waffle shop across the street from the precinct.
Roger Phillips skipped Cleveland owing a lot of money. The Cleveland report gives him a clean police record, but one thing's pretty interesting. Most of the money he owed was for gambling debts. Owed it to Timmy Collins.
Huh.
Unless we've wandered too far out in left field, I got a hunch Timmy killed Forbes. Met him on that lonely road by the cliffs and gave him a shove.
Yeah, I have the same hunch. Mrs. Forbes falls for Phillips, and together they plan to eliminate the husband. Phillips makes a deal with Timmy, maybe agrees to give him a big interest on the debt when he marries Mrs. Forbes and gets his hands into all that money. Does Phillips have enough money to pay for a job like that?
Well, if he doesn't, he probably borrowed it from Mrs. Forbes.
It was a big stack of bills. Why don't you check with Mrs. Forbes' banks and see if she withdrew a large amount in the last couple of days?
Yeah, right. Or, want some more coffee?
No, I think I'll make a call on Roger Phillips. Maybe I can force this thing out in the open.
What are you going to tell him?
Enough to scare him, get him into action. When people get frightened, they get careless.
Yeah, but they can get dangerous, too. You watch yourself.
Oh, like a hawk. Roger Phillips was still sleeping when I knocked on the door. I kept pounding till he opened it and squinted at me through puffy eyes. I introduced myself, and he showed me into a well-furnished small apartment. He put on some coffee, lit a cigarette, and sat down on the couch.
Oh, it's a little early for me, Mr.
Dollar.
Yeah. Sit down. The coffee won't take long. You're an insurance investigator.
That's right.
Well, I don't understand. What do you want to talk to me about?
Mrs. Forbes.
Mrs. Forbes?
You know her, don't you?
Mrs. Forbes. Well, I know one Mrs. Forbes, a casual.
I'm not going to play with you, Phillips. I'm talking about the Mrs. Forbes who picked you up last night and gave you a large amount of money.
Look, I don't know what this is all about.
I think you do.
I said I didn't. I was in my apartment all last night. Nobody picked me up, and certainly nobody gave me any money.
You went to a dump called the Blue Toad, and you met a man named
Get
Timmy.
out of here.
You're in big trouble, friend. I know all about Cleveland and Timmy Collins and Mrs. Forbes, and I think when Mrs. Forbes finds out about the deal you made with Timmy, she'll tell me everything. We'll see each other again. Oh, your coffee's boiling. Well, I'd given him the bait. A lot of hunches, but from his reaction, I was sure I'd scored. I went downstairs, crossed the street to the drugstore, waited 5 minutes to give Roger enough time to make his calls, then I slid into the phone booth and made a call of my own.
Yes, sir. Mr. Forbes' residence.
William, this is Mr. Dollar.
Oh, yes, sir, Mr. Dollar. I was just going to call you, sir.
Did Mrs. Forbes just receive a call?
Yes, sir, just a moment ago. It was from the same man. She's going to meet him.
Meet him? Where?
By the cliffs.
Phillips had taken the bait. Only 2 people could implicate him in Forbes' murder, Mrs. Forbes and Timmy, and he'd called Mrs. Forbes to meet him by the cliffs. I put in another call to Lieutenant Parkhill.
That's right, Johnny. The stakeout has a tap on Timmy's phone. Phillips just called him, said to pick him up as soon as he could. Phillips told Timmy there was trouble, that some guy named Dollar had found out about the whole setup. Shame on you.
We want to stop a couple killings. We better get right out there.
A couple of killings?
Sure. Phillips lets Timmy take care of Mrs. Forbes, then he takes care of Timmy. It's the only way he can protect himself.
I'll pick you up in 5 minutes. Oh, by the way, I checked with the bank. Mrs. Forbes made a withdrawal day before yesterday. $10,000.
The lieutenant was as good as his word. In 5 minutes, he pulled his squad car up in front of the drugstore, and I got in.
Oh, you want to wait for Timmy to pick up Phillips and then tail him?
Oh, we know where they're going. Better if we get there ahead of time.
Right.
The drive was fast. We swung off the main road on the island and headed up the private one to the Forbes estate at about 2:30 in the afternoon. Halfway to the house, we spotted Mrs. Forbes walking along the road by the cliffs. We stopped. She looked startled as we got out. Hello, Mrs. Forbes.
Good afternoon, Mr. Dollar.
You've met Lieutenant Parkhill.
Yes, hello, Lieutenant. I was just taking a walk.
To meet Roger Phillips.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, we know all about it, Mrs. Forbes.
All about what, Lieutenant?
Your husband's death. Who killed him? Why he was killed.
I'm afraid I don't understand. My husband was...
Roger Phillips will be along any minute. The man he paid to kill your husband will be with him. I think he intends to kill you.
This is the most ridiculous...
Mrs. Forbes. Roger Phillips left Cleveland owing a large gambling debt to a hoodlum named Timmy Collins. Last night you picked up Mr. Phillips and gave him $10,000, which he in turn gave to Collins.
And we think he made another deal with Timmy. After he married you, he could pay off his gambling debt with interest.
Might as well tell us about it, Mrs. Forbes. He doesn't care about you. You and Timmy are the only ones that can implicate him. And he's on his way here right now to see that you don't.
I don't believe you.
Well, then find out for yourself. We'll duck the car behind those trees and give you plenty of protection when he gets here. Find out for yourself.
Parkhill drove the car off the road behind the trees, stayed hidden, and waited for Phillips and Timmy. Mrs. Forbes stood quietly looking out to sea, her hands at her sides, bunched into small fists. She stood like that, not moving, even as the car came down the road, heading right for her. She turned and saw the car bearing down on her and picking up speed, and then she knew we weren't lying. But still, she didn't move, and the lieutenant and I went to work. The car was about 50 yards away when we stepped into the road. Timmy was driving and saw us the same instant Phillips did and tried to put on the brakes as we raised our guns.
Oh, what a mess.
Yeah. I'm sorry it worked out that way.
He was going to kill me, wasn't he?
He sure was. You want to tell us about it?
Oh, yes. It doesn't make much difference now, does it?
No, I'm afraid it doesn't. Expense account item 5, $25.88, car rental and gas. Expense account items 6 and 7, $93.75, hotel bill, train fare, and incidentals back to Hartford. Expense account total $148.48. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Remember, friends, for refreshing taste plus chewing enjoyment, treat yourself to delicious Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum. The taste of fresh spearmint is cooling and delightful, and there's lots of it in every stick of Wrigley's Spearmint Gum. It freshens your mouth, helps keep your throat moist, and sweetens your breath besides. You'll enjoy the good chewing, too, because Wrigley's Spearmint is so smooth and pleasant to chew on. There's nothing else quite like it. Next time you're at the store, stop at your friendly merchant's display of chewing gum and get a few packages of good-tasting Wrigley's Spearmint Gum. Always keep some handy for refreshing taste plus chewing enjoyment. That's Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum. Healthful, refreshing, delicious. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, brought to you by Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum, stars John Lund in the title role and was written by Blake Edwards with music by Eddie Dunstetter. Featured in tonight's cast were Larry Thor, Jack Moyles, Bob Griffin, Mary Jane Croft, and Jean Howell. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, is produced and directed by Jaime Del Valle. The makers of Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum hope you enjoyed tonight's story of Johnny Dollar and that you're enjoying delicious Wrigley's Spearmint Gum every day. This is Charles Lyon, inviting you to join us again next week at this same time when, from Hollywood, John Lund returns as...
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
This is the CBS Radio Network. Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum, the refreshing, delicious treat that gives you chewing enjoyment, presents for your listening enjoyment John Lund as...
Johnny Dollar.
Hanley Conrad, Johnny.
Oh, how are you, Mr. Conrad?
Fine. Are you employed?
Not at the moment.
How about catching the next plane for Los Angeles?
All right. What is it?
We insure a Mr. William McEdwards. His home burned down last night and he was killed in the fire.
Who do I see?
C.H. Anderson, Beverly Hills Chief of Police.
All right, I'll call the airport and make a reservation.
The makers of Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum bring you John Lund in another adventure of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Friends, the makers of Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum present these weekly adventures of Johnny Dollar because they know that millions of you enjoy Johnny Dollar. That's true of Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum, too. It's enjoyed by millions, day in and day out. People find that chewing on a smooth, delicious piece of Wrigley's Spearmint Gum somehow makes time pass more pleasantly. Whether you're working, driving, shopping, or just taking things easy, that good, tasty chewing gives you enjoyment and satisfaction. So always keep a package of Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum handy. And whenever you want a refreshing, delicious treat, chew a stick. You'll like it. You really will.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Home Office, World Insurance and Indemnity Company, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of the Amita Buddha matter. Expense account item 1, $193.55. Plane fare and incidentals between Hartford and Los Angeles. I arrived at the Los Angeles airport the next morning, rented a car, and drove it to the hotel, where I registered and put in a call to Chief Anderson at the Beverly Hills Police Department. An hour later, we were sitting in his City Hall office.
Lieutenant Hankins got the call at 7 minutes after 6 in the evening, placed by a neighbor. House was almost completely gutted by the time the fire department got it under control. Hankins found McEdwards' body in the bedroom.
He'd been alone in the house?
Yeah. His wife returned about an hour later, found her husband dead.
Swell homecoming. How'd the fire start?
We're not sure. Started in the bedroom. One thing's pretty certain. It wasn't an accident.
What do you mean?
The first cursory examination by the coroner's deputy indicated the victim had burned to death. This morning, we got another report. Further examination at the morgue showed McEdwards had been stabbed.
What?
Mm-hmm. Also hit over the head, severe skull fracture.
So you think McEdwards was killed first and the fire started to cover the crime?
Yeah. That's how I came into it. Ordinarily, Lieutenant Hankins would handle the whole thing. This murder angle is confidential, Dollar, until the coroner files an official report.
Sure. Any suspects?
No, not yet.
Well, thank you, Chief Anderson. I think I'll go out and talk to the widow. If that's all right with you.
Sure. But don't mention the murder angle.
I won't. Where's she staying?
With her mother in Encino.
Yes?
My name is Dollar, Johnny Dollar. I'd like to speak to your daughter, if I may.
What's it about?
The death of her husband. I'm a special investigator for the insurance company.
Well, Mr. Dollar, my daughter's not feeling very well.
I know it's difficult, Mrs. Rizzanelli, but if it's at all possible, I'd like to see her. Get it over with. Get it out of the way.
Well, who is it, Mom?
Oh, she's up. She was resting.
Well, who is it?
This is Mr. Dollar, honey. He's,
Is it about Bill?
Yes, it is.
He's a special investigator, an insurance investigator.
Well, come in.
Thanks.
I was lying down, Mr. Dollar.
Oh, I'll be in the kitchen. It's nice meeting you, Mr. Dollar.
Nice meeting you, Mrs. Rizzanelli.
Well, won't you sit down?
Thank you.
You're with the insurance company?
Yes, World Insurance and Indemnity.
How can I help?
Just answer some questions. I'm sure you've had your fill of answering questions by now.
It's all right.
You returned about an hour after the fire. Is that correct?
That's right.
Where had you been?
I'd driven to Pasadena. Bill, he had to work, so he couldn't go with me. A few days ago, Mr. McEdwards, that's Bill's father, returned from a location trip to Korea and gave us an antique, an old Chinese Buddha. We wanted to find out about it, so I took it to a friend of ours in Pasadena who collects Oriental art.
A Buddha?
Yes. Bill's dad found it in Korea and gave it to us as a sort of belated wedding gift. We'd only been married for 6 months.
When did you leave for Pasadena?
Oh, around 4 in the afternoon. I would have left sooner, but I had to clean house and fix Bill's lunch. I'm sorry, Mr. Dollar, but it's still a little hard to talk about it.
Just a few more questions.
I'm all right.
Did anything unusual happen?
Unusual?
Well, anything your husband might have said before you left. Anything out of the ordinary that happened?
I don't understand. Why do you think something unusual might have happened? Is there something I don't know about this, Mr. Dollar?
No, it's nothing like that. I'm just checking everything.
There was a fire. My husband lost his life. Are you considering that it might not have been an accident?
I'm not considering anything. I'm just checking. This Buddha, where is it now?
Charlie Wilkins, our friend in Pasadena, has it. He wasn't sure, but he thought that it might be very rare, and he asked me to leave it for a few days.
Charles Wilkins.
Yes.
And your husband's father brought the Buddha back from Korea?
Yes.
Is Mr. McEdwards Sr. in the service?
No, he's a production man for International Pictures. He was making a documentary film in Korea.
I'd like to talk to him.
I think he's at the studio now. He lives on Beverly Glen.
Well, I'll try to reach him at the studio. Thank you very much for your time and patience.
Certainly. Goodbye, Mr. Dollar.
I left the attractive Valley home and drove back to the hotel, where I put in a call to International Studios for John McEdwards, the victim's father. His secretary told me he was at home, but that she'd deliver my message and have him call me. In about 5 minutes, McEdwards called, and I made an appointment to see him. I drove out Sunset toward Westwood Village and turned north on Beverly Glen. John McEdwards lived in a small house in the middle of a lot of acreage. The reason for the acreage met me at the high closed gate. 4 giant Great Danes faced me behind a steel fence. Their owner, a tall, wiry, middle-aged man, bounded down the steps of the house and ordered his animals to be silent.
Yes, easy. Come on, Simpson. You, Mr. Dollar?
Yeah.
I'll be with you in a minute. Come on, get over there. Come on, boy, come on. That's it. Come on in, Mr. Dollar.
Wouldn't it be just as well if we talked out here?
They won't hurt you. Come on in. Now, easy.
Well...
Easy.
Nice doggy.
They're all right. Just as friendly as they can be.
Well, by gosh, they are.
I'm McEdwards.
Glad to know you, Mr. McEdwards. Oh, easy, boy.
Sammy, quiet.
I'm just shaking his hand.
Come on into the house.
Fine. Sure hate to run into that pack if you weren't around.
They wouldn't do anything unless maybe you tried to break in the house or something. There's an article in the paper not too long ago about some guy trying to break in a house. The owner's Great Dane spotted him going in the window and broke his neck.
Broke his neck?
Yeah. No, Samson, you stay out. That's all.
Samson?
Yeah. Samson, Delilah, Cleopatra. I call her Patty. And the Duchess. Sit down.
Thanks.
The Duchess is the mother. She threw 12 her first litter. I kept 3. Well, you didn't come here to talk about dogs. Can I get you a beer?
No, thanks.
You want to talk about Bill?
Yes.
Wonderful boy. Terrible thing. I'm just trying to keep busy and not think about it. It's pretty tough. You raise a boy and see him through all these years.
Yes, sir.
What do you want to talk about?
How long were you in Korea, Mr. McEdwards?
About 3 months.
I understand you brought back an old Buddha.
Yeah. Why?
I saw your daughter-in-law, she told me.
How's she taking it?
Pretty well, I'd say.
Yeah, what a wonderful girl. Never thought Bill would get married, but he sure picked the right one when he did. Yeah. Tough, isn't it? Only been married 6 months. Tough on Pat.
Tell me something about this Buddha.
Well, it was funny how I found it. I was helping build a dam. We had to block up a small stream and get the water to rise for a shot we needed. I was digging up some rocks a few yards away from the road, and I uncovered the old Buddha. It was in a box. Nice, neat hole.
Your daughter-in-law said she took it to Charles Wilkins, that he thought it was very rare.
Yeah. Why are you so interested in the Buddha, Mr. Dollar?
Oh, just a casual interest. My company sent me out to investigate the fire, and when your daughter-in-law mentioned the Buddha, I got interested.
Your company insured my son's life.
That's right.
You didn't know Bill, did you?
No.
Nice boy. Easygoing. Never thought about insurance or things like that until he met Pat. Then he settled down. Best thing that ever happened to him. You sure you won't have a beer, Mr. Dollar?
Oh, no, really. Thanks, it's the same.
Those darn dogs. There must be someone at the gate. Oh, it's Pat. Hi.
Hi. Oh, now get back. Go on.
Shove him back. Hello, honey.
Hi, Dad. Oh. Hello, Mr. Dollar.
Hello?
Mr. Dollar, I just had a visit from Police Chief Anderson. He came just after you left. That's why you asked me all those questions.
He told you?
Yes, he did.
What is it?
Dad, the fire wasn't an accident.
What? Well, Pat, what is it? What do you mean it wasn't an accident?
Would you tell him, Mr. Dollar?
If you'd like me to.
What is it, Mr. Dollar?
The fire wasn't an accident, Mr. McEdwards.
Somebody deliberately...
Bill was murdered.
Oh, honey. Mr. Dollar.
Yeah?
But why?
Mr. Dollar, do you think it had something to do with that Buddha?
I don't know, Mrs. McEdwards. I'm trying to find out.
Friends, Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum is a refreshing, delicious treat you can enjoy just about any time. Even when you're busy working, you can slip a stick of Wrigley's Spearmint in your mouth and enjoy that pleasant chewing. The lively, full-bodied spearmint flavor cools your mouth and freshens your taste. The good, smooth chewing helps relieve pent-up tension, gives you satisfaction. As a result, you seem to feel more relaxed and get more enjoyment out of what you're doing. So enjoy chewing Wrigley's Spearmint Gum while you work and at other times, too. Get a few packages next time you're at the store. That's Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum. Healthful, refreshing, delicious. And now, with our star, John Lund, we bring you the second act of Yours Truly, Johnny Dollar.
John McEdwards walked me down to the gate and through the Great Danes. Then I drove to Pasadena and met Mr. Charles Wilkins, authority on Oriental art.
I can't say absolutely. I'm still doing research, but I believe the Buddha to be the original Amita image Buddha.
What does that mean?
Well, in Buddhism, there's more than one Buddha. Each may have an earthly life, but there is never more than one in the world at any time. And Buddhas come into being at irregular intervals and only when there is a special need for their presence. In the Mahayana system of Buddhism, there are 300 million Buddhas, but the Amita is one of the 5 Buddhas of contemplation.
And the Buddha Mr. McEdwards found is the original Amita?
I'm almost positive that it is. I believe its origin dates back to sometime around 200 B.C.
What would you say it's worth?
Well, that would depend. To a responsible collector, really no way of telling.
Well, let's say you were a wealthy, responsible collector, Mr. Wilkins.
Let's just say responsible.
How much would you pay for the original Amita Buddha?
Well, if I could buy it for, say, 150, maybe 200,000...
$200,000?
I would be getting a bargain. I would go as high as $500,000 if I had the money.
Well, Mr. Wilkins, thank you.
This thing is worth $500,000?
That's what the man said.
Well, now, that's what I call a motive.
Yeah.
If the Buddha is really an art treasure, then the U.S. Customs Office is going to be very interested.
That's their affair. I'm interested in who killed Bill McEdwards.
Well, I don't know where this will take us, but at least it's a lead, only the real one I've had so far. We questioned all of the victim's associates, and from what we could find out, he didn't have an enemy in the world. No love rivals, no discarded girlfriends, no money troubles, nothing.
But he had the Buddha.
Yeah. Question is, who knew he had it, besides his wife and father?
Well, how about the location troupe old man McEdwards was with in Korea?
Mm-hmm. I'll check with the studio right away.
Yeah. But it's not just somebody who knew he had it. It's somebody who knew the value of it.
Somebody who's hep to Oriental art, huh?
Maybe the guy who buried it.
Why would anybody stash a prize like that in a hole in the ground?
Well, for safekeeping, maybe. There's been a war in Korea.
Yeah, well, thanks for telling me. But say it was the person who buried the thing. Why would he have to steal it? He could just step up and claim his property.
If he was the rightful owner. But suppose he stole it in the first place.
Yeah. Well, I like guessing games as well as the next one, but it's time I got to work.
Where are you going to start?
First, the motion picture company, then we'll check all incoming passengers from the Orient last week. Ships, planes, military personnel.
That shouldn't take more than a month.
You got any better ideas?
At the moment, no.
Then I want another talk with McEdwards Sr.
I thought I'd run out and see him this afternoon.
Yeah, do that. If you turn up anything, let me know.
Sure. If I do.
Come in, Miss Dollar. I was just finishing some dinner.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, don't be silly. Come on in and have a cup of coffee with me. If you haven't had your dinner, I'll be glad to throw on a couple of chops.
No, thanks. I don't get hungry early.
Have a seat.
Thanks.
You want some coffee, don't you?
Yeah, that'll be fine.
I'm not much of a bachelor. Wife died 3 years ago, and I still haven't got used to doing things like cooking, keeping house. Usually eat out. You take cream or sugar?
Black is fine.
Pat was in a pretty bad way after you left, but she finally came around all right.
That's tough.
Yeah, it is.
I wanted to talk some more about...
Oh, darn. Excuse me. Hello? Well, yes, hello, dear. Yes, she worked. She hasn't. Well, she left here about, I'd say about 5:30, maybe 5:45. Well, she might have stopped off someplace. No, don't worry about it. No, she was just fine when she left. Oh, sure. No, I'm all right, dear. Sure, I will. Bye. Funny. That was Pat's mother. She isn't home yet.
When did she leave here?
About 2 hours ago. Well, we're all on edge.
Oh, I don't think there's anything to worry about.
No. She's taking it pretty well. When she left, she was fine.
I talked with Mr. McEdwards for about another hour. He told me everything he could about the Buddha and his trip to Korea. He looked dead tired. His eyes were beginning to show the strain. I decided to say good night and forget the rest of the interrogation until the next morning, when the phone rang again.
Hello? Eh? What? I'm sorry, I didn't... Yes, that's right. Yes. But wait. Hello.
Something wrong?
I'm not supposed to say anything.
What was it?
I think you're a nice guy, Johnny. Can I trust you?
Certainly.
They said not to tell anyone, but I've got to trust someone. I can't think for myself. Too much has happened. You won't take this to the police?
I can't promise that.
Well, I don't think you will after I tell you. I don't know who that was on the phone, but it was some guy, and he said they've got Pat.
What do you mean they've got Pat?
Kidnapped.
Now, look, exactly what was said.
Good gosh, you read about things like this, but you never think they're going to happen.
Now, take it easy.
Oh, I'm all right. I just haven't had much sleep. I can't think straight.
Now, the man that called.
He said he had Pat, that she was all right for me not to say anything to anyone, or she'd get hurt. He said for me to get the Buddha.
And that is it.
They said to get it, and they'd see that Pat was returned home safely.
What did they say to do with it?
Just to get it. They'd contact me.
What are you going to do?
Get the Buddha.
Wait a minute. Let me go.
Well, they might be watching. They'd know I told you about the phone call.
They won't do anything to Pat until they get the Buddha. I'll call Wilkins. He's probably in the book.
Well, don't you think it'd be better if I went?
Yeah, maybe it would. But I'm going to follow you. If anything happens, I want to be around.
All right, let's go.
Wilkins turned over the Buddha while I waited outside his house, watching for anyone who might have followed. The drive back to McEdwards' home was uneventful. No single car stayed with us for any length of time from the freeway to Beverly Glen. While McEdwards opened the gates and drove his car into the garage, I parked in a secluded spot some 50 yards away from the house and walked back, where I met McEdwards at the foot of the front steps.
You think we were followed?
No, I don't think so.
Well, I've got the Buddha. What do I do with it?
Wait till you hear from them. They said they'd contact you.
Yeah? Think I should call Pat's mother and tell her what's happened?
No, not yet. No sense in worrying her until we find out what's going to happen.
But, Dad...
Pat!
Good evening, Mr. McEdwards.
John McEdwards had visitors, 2 men. One rather slight, fairly young. The other an enormous man, a good 6.5 feet that must have weighed well over 300 pounds. The slight one held a .38 pointed in our direction. Pat started across to McEdwards, but the big man stopped her.
Sit down.
What is this?
Allow me to introduce myself. Alan Sutka. And this is my friend, Don Roach. We've come for the Buddha.
I let him in with my key, Dad. I had to.
Sure. It's okay.
Who's your friend, Mr. McEdwards?
Yes, I warned you not to confide in anyone.
This is Mr. Dollar. He's just an old friend.
How unfortunate for Mr. Dollar.
You've gone to a lot of trouble to get this Buddha.
Indeed I have. Nearly 5 years, to be exact. Now, what is your interest in this matter, Mr. Dollar?
Purely professional.
Are you a policeman?
Not quite.
I see.
Mr. McEdwards isn't responsible for my getting mixed up in this. I was here when you called and forced him into telling me.
As I said before, most unfortunate. Now, Mr. McEdwards, I'll take the Buddha.
Not yet, you won't.
Oh? Perhaps you don't understand.
Yeah, that's it exactly. Which one of you bums killed my son?
Killed your son?
He was killed, Sutka. The fire didn't work. The police know all about it.
Indeed.
Come on, Mr. Sucker. Let's get this over with and get out of here.
Patience, patience. You'll have to forgive my young friend.
How did you know Mr. McEdwards had the Buddha?
Its discovery made the Tokyo papers. I did some checking, found out when Mr. McEdwards was returning to the States, flew here to meet him.
Why'd you kill my son?
I don't mind telling you. Under the circumstances, I cannot afford to let any of you live. Your son discovered Roach here in the act of burglarizing his home. He protested too much. Roach had to kill him. It wasn't premeditated. We assumed the Buddha was in the house. We knew that Mr. McEdwards here had delivered it to his son the night before.
Why, you...
Take it easy, take it easy.
Mr. Dollar's right. Should you get out of hand, Roach will shoot you on the spot. Now, if you don't mind, I'll have that Buddha.
Oh, Dad.
Without hysterics, if you don't mind.
Just one more question. How did you know about the Buddha?
Mr. Dollar, I've known about that particular Amita Buddha for many, many years. Another man knew about it also. Unfortunately, he was the first to locate it. His name was Wu Sung, an Oriental collector. He discovered the Amita Buddha in a Tibetan temple shortly after World War II and stole it, then smuggled it out of Tibet and into Korea. I followed him, made him a handsome offer, but he refused to sell. He died under rather mysterious circumstances, but I didn't have the chance to leave Korea with the Buddha.
The war.
Very astute, yes. The communists suddenly attacked, and there was absolutely no way I could get the Buddha out of the country without someone discovering it.
So you buried it?
A few hundred yards from Wu Sung's home. I imagine the house has long since vanished from the face of the earth. I bided my time in Tokyo, waiting for hostilities to cease, but as fate will have it, Mr. McEdwards uncovered my prize.
Mr. Sutka, you talk too much.
I enjoy it, Roach. And after all, what good will the information be to our friends?
Come on, let's get the Buddha.
Yes. Now, Mr. McEdwards, you will either turn over the Buddha, or Roach will kill you immediately.
Give it to him. Here.
Thank you. Now, if you'll all lead the way down into the yard, we'll proceed to my car and take a short trip.
Oh, Dad.
It's all right, honey.
Now, if you please. Beautiful animals, Mr. McEdwards. I'm glad they were penned up when we arrived. They could have caused no end of trouble.
They still can!
McEdwards had belted the big boy right in his enormous middle, and Roach stepped in and swung his gun. As McEdwards dropped, the dogs, penned in behind the tall fences, went crazy. Sampson, the big male, went over the 10-foot fence like it wasn't even there. Before I knew it, I was up to my elbows in Great Dane.
Sammy, let him alone! Sammy, son, get back! Sammy, Delilah, get back there! Are you all right?
Yes, I'm all right.
Mr. Dollar?
Yeah. Why didn't they go after me?
They knew you were helping.
My face, get a doctor, get a
This
doctor.
one's pretty bad. How's the big one?
Huh. You were right about Danes.
What do you mean?
The one you were telling me about that broke the man's neck. The fat man ran into the same sort of situation.
He's dead?
He sure is.
Well, that's the way it should be. Samson was my son's talk.
Expense account item 2, $33.85 hotel bill. Item 3 and 4, $299.75. Car rental, plane fare, and incidentals back to Hartford. Expense account total, $527.15. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Remember, friends, Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum is a refreshing, delicious treat you can enjoy just about any time. Chew a few sticks of Wrigley's Spearmint during the day and see how the good chewing helps you keep feeling fresh and alert. The lively, full-bodied flavor of Wrigley's Spearmint cools your mouth, freshens your taste, and sweetens your breath. The chewing itself gives you a nice little boost, helps you keep going at your best. Millions of people get real chewing enjoyment out of Wrigley's Spearmint Gum every day, and we know that you'll enjoy it, too. Get a few packages and always keep some handy. That's Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum. Healthful, refreshing, delicious. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, brought to you by Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum, stars John Lund in the title role and was written by Blake Edwards with music by Eddie Dunstetter. Featured in tonight's cast were James Nusser, John Stevenson, Jeanette Nolan, Sammy Hill, Bill James, Herb Butterfield, Robert Griffin, and Edgar Barrier. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, is produced and directed by Jaime Del Valle. The makers of Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum hope you enjoyed tonight's story of Johnny Dollar and that you're enjoying delicious Wrigley's Spearmint Gum every day. This is Charles Lyon, inviting you to join us again next week at this same time when from Hollywood, John Lund returns as...
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
This is the CBS Radio Network.
From Hollywood, it's time now for John Lund as
Johnny Dollar.
Al Harper at Corinthian, Johnny. I have a case here you won't like, but the commission will be good if we beat it.
How big is the policy?
$200,000. I'm afraid to tell you the rest.
Why?
It's in Hong Kong. You'll have to travel.
Well, you haven't scared me yet. Is there something you're leaving out?
Policyholders are people we've had trouble with before. Remember the Trans-Pacific Import-Export outfit?
Yeah. I sent flowers to the widow. Trans-Pacific was in Shanghai then.
This is their Hong Kong place. Want to take a crack at it?
No. But I will.
Good.
Al.
Yeah?
I'm scared now.
Tonight and every weekday night, John Lund in the transcribed adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Home Office, Corinthian Liability and Risk, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of the Trans-Pacific matter. I found Hong Kong to be a city without simplicity, burdened with the tragic complexities of war. To fill the smallest want is a difficult and almost always expensive task. There's a shortage of everything: food, water, help, places to live. Both the island and the city of Kowloon on the mainland burst with thousands of refugees who have moved from the interior. Over the bobbing head of my rickshaw boy, I watched many of them lining the streets, wailing for alms, as we made our way to the offices of the American consulate.
Yes, it is true.
Life is very difficult here.
Where are they all going?
Many of them do not know. Where is there for them to go?
What do they do? How do they stay alive?
Many of them do not. It is not like this in your America?
No.
Has it ever been?
Well, there was a civil war once. The books I read say that at times it was pretty bad.
But not like this.
Never.
Yes, Mr. Grover.
Louisa, would you ask Mr. Dollard to step in, please?
Yes, sir. Mr. Grover is ready to speak with you.
Thanks.
Hartford, Connecticut, huh? Sounds foreign.
I suppose it would.
Yeah, it's a pleasure, Mr. Dollar.
Same here, Mr. Grover.
Yeah, sit down. Yeah, insurance investigation, huh?
Yes.
Well, now, what's your errand, and what can this office do for you?
I'm here to investigate a claim filed by the Trans-Pacific Import-Export Company.
Oh, yes, of course. Will Meadows' firm. Destroyed by fire last month.
100%. Or $200,000 worth to my company. Do you know this William Meadow, Mr. Grover?
I met him at the American Club now and then. That's about all. Hey, insurance investigators are hired when
the company isn't satisfied with something about the claim. On this one, the fire was blamed on vandalism.
Well, vandalism has become quite a popular pastime. Cross and Kowloon especially. Do you suspect some sort of fraud?
Frankly, we do, Mr. Grover. Trans-Pacific once had a branch in Shanghai. When the war closed in on them up there, their warehouse burnt to the ground. Just like this one here.
I see.
And it occurred to a number of people in my home office that Trans-Pacific did much better by collecting on the insurance at that time than by going through the expense of liquidating.
I suppose coincidence won't quite do it, will it? Well, now, how can I help you?
Well, I'd appreciate some phone calls or letters that would give me some support from the fire department, the police. I don't suppose my problem seems very important out here.
We're just thinking that very thing. It's always the case, Mr. Dollar. On the fringe of war, very few individual problems seem very important. Nor are the individuals themselves in the end. I trust you'll keep that in mind as you conduct your investigation here, huh?
I'll try to.
Getting help, even time from the police or fire brigade, is one of those individual problems, but I'll do what I can for you.
Well, anything will help, Mr. Grover. I won't take up any more of your time.
Hey, elections must have been quite exciting back home, huh?
Oh, yes, they were.
I miss that part of home very much. Oh, be sure to leave your number with my girl. I'll let you know about the official assistance.
Well, I came right here from the airport. I don't have a number yet.
Oh, well.
Pretty tough?
Yes. As a matter of fact, almost impossible. The Occidental places are always filled. I'll tell you. You speak with my receptionist, Miss Vedras.
Vedras?
Yes, her father's half Portuguese. He might have accommodations. She's a charming girl. They're nice people.
Good. I'll ask her. And thanks again.
Mr. Dollar, just a matter of interest.
Yes?
The case of the Trans-Pacific import in Shanghai. You say your company was forced to meet the claim there?
That's right.
Was it investigated?
The investigator they sent over was killed before he could build a case.
Oh.
They blamed his death on war conditions, too. They said he was robbed and knifed by starving refugees. Nobody had time to dig up the truth. Miss Vedras arranged for accommodations at her father's place on a street called Sing Wong, a hill of steps that climbs from the waterfront to the plush European residences on the top of Victoria Peak. I had a room that looked out on an alley. There was an iron bed, a chair, and a pitcher of water on a bamboo table. There were no other non-Orientals in the building, but I seemed to be the only one that noticed it. The first night there, I was suffering from a combination of claustrophobia and loneliness. Feelings which at first made me glad to learn that it was she who knocked at my door. Hello, Miss Vedras.
Hello, Mr. Dollar. Mr. Grover contacted a man named Harrison. He's at the fire control office here.
Oh?
Mr. Grover asked me to tell you that Mr. Harrison will see you tomorrow morning.
Oh, that's good. Won't you come in?
Are you comfortable?
Oh, thank you. Yes, I am. This is fine. I don't have much to offer you. Cigarette? Scotch?
No, thank you. I am very curious
About what?
why you are here.
Business, if that's what you mean. It's better kept confidential right now.
Is there danger in this business?
Why do you ask that?
Because you are followed here and you are being watched.
How do you know?
Oh, I know Singwong Street. I have seen this man, but not here.
Where is he?
Perhaps you can see him from the window.
Wait a minute. You tell me where he is. I'll look.
The shop on the other side. There are boxes piled near the door.
Yeah. You say you've seen him. Where?
I cannot remember that. I have just seen him.
Uh-huh. Well, no need to worry. There won't be any trouble here.
You seem sure of that.
I have the advantage right now. He doesn't know that I know he's there. Well, thanks for telling me about him.
Perhaps you know who he is.
No. I didn't think anybody knew I was in town.
You will let us go on, the watching?
Not much choice. But, let's talk about something else, huh? What's that music?
Oh, that is love song. Two lonely people who meet near a river.
Oh. In America, the songs are different.
Oh, yes, I know. I like them.
Do you know many Americans?
Oh, yes. At the consulate office, I see them all the time. I want to marry one.
Well, I'd say he was a very lucky American.
You misunderstand. I do not mean there's only one. I want to marry an American who would take me from China. There is no other way.
You hate it that much?
There's nothing else to do but hate it. There's no good here, always trouble. The Chinese are patient people, but I'm not all Chinese, and I cannot make myself be patient any longer. I want to go to America where people thrive on impatience. You know, I would think from what I've seen of them, the Americans are the most impatient people in the world.
They say we kill ourselves that way. Heart and stomach.
But still you live longer and better.
What about your Portuguese people?
Oh, they're gone. You think I'm bad to be this way?
Oh, no. No, I didn't say that.
I'm not bad.
I hope you find your American, Miss Vaders.
You want me to go now?
Well, I think you'd better. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes. Good night.
Three things interfered with sleep that night. The pleading in the eyes of the girl. The smells and sounds that drifted into my room from the restless, crowded city. And the watcher, who was still at his station across the street when I turned out my light. The toughest part of the case was that failure in Shanghai where the agent had been killed. It was a sobering memory. And for that reason, every face on Singwong Street was a suspicious one. In every group of Hong Kong Chinese, a potential assassin, with my watcher the first to be reckoned with. Gun in hand, eyes on the street, I fell asleep that night, watching him. The next morning, there was a different man in his place. I was followed to the office of Harrison, the chief of the fire brigade, who, it developed, couldn't see me after all. So, with the morning on my hands, I decided to talk to William Meadow, the head of Trans-Pacific.
Oh, yes, sir.
Mr. Meadow at home?
Oh, yes, sir. You give name, please.
Who is it, Lim?
American gentleman.
My name is Dollar, Mr. Meadow. I'm from Corinthian Liability, Hartford office.
All the way from the States?
That's right.
Let him in, Lim.
Oh, you come in, please.
What did you say your name was?
Dollar.
Now, what's the matter with that company, anyway?
This doesn't have to be
They
unpleasant,
sit
Mr.
back
Meadow.
there in Hartford with nothing to worry about but Sunday's golf game. They don't know anything about the conditions we're working under.
They do know that your fire here pretty much follows the pattern of the one in Shanghai.
And of course it does. The conditions are the same.
Including the starving refugees, the kill and rob the investigator?
I tell you this now. Careless people are dying here every day. It can happen pretty easy. Now, say what you have to say to me and get out of here.
It's very little, Mr. Meadow. I came here mainly to get my reaction to you. I have. You jumped to the conclusion that you were under suspicion before I got through that door. You're on the defensive, so you must have a reason to be.
Show him out, Lynn.
Oh, you come now, Mr. Dollar.
Wait. More important, you're having me followed. So you must be afraid of
Please,
me.
Mr. Dollar.
Hold on. I'm not afraid of you, Dollar, or what you can find, or what you might try to do. Corinthian liability means no more to me than a bill I authorized payment on at the beginning of the year. My firm burned down here, and that dandy little company of yours is going to pay the claim. True, I don't like you snooping around. I don't like you coming here to my house like this. And you know it. No man would. That's the biggest parcel of information you'll ever get from me.
Then I'll go elsewhere.
Good idea. Have your dreams, Dollar, but have them someplace else. Go snoop through the ashes. They're cold, mainly. Just get out of here.
Oh, now, Mr. Dollar, please.
I can find the door. Two things came out of that conversation with William Meadow. One, a reasonable platform to build a suspicion on. Two, a veiled threat in his reference to the agent who had been killed in Shanghai. Let me elaborate on that. Most all of what Meadows was saying to me was, this is my town and I run things. Anybody who gets in my way can get hurt. It was a real nice situation, all right. I'd been threatened, and I was being followed. Expense account item 2, $7 for scotch. I rickshawed back to my hotel, locked myself in, and took up my vigil by the window. Same watcher, same kind of night. In a city where life was supposedly so cheap, mine began to grow expensive.
Be sure to hear tomorrow's episode of Yours Truly, Johnny Dollar, starring John Lund, who can currently be seen in the Universal International picture just across the street. Yours Truly, Johnny Dollar is written by E. Jack Newman with music by Eddie Dunstetter and is transcribed in Hollywood by Jaime Del Valle. This is Dan Cumberly, inviting you to join us every day, Monday through Friday, when John Lund appears as...
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Remember, you meet adventure when you meet Johnny Dollar on the CBS Radio Network.
For your listening enjoyment, John Lund as Johnny Dollar.
Who's that patient, Johnny?
Hold on, Mr. Bishop.
Are you employed?
No, not right now.
Good. The company insures a Lieutenant Nathan Gale, New York Police. He was killed yesterday.
Oh, yeah, I read about it. Shot in his garage.
See what you can find out.
Who's handling the case?
Sergeant Kemper, 15th Precinct. He was Gale's partner.
How about taking a minute or so to talk about seals and fish that have some connection with the government of the United States? Now, that isn't as strange as it sounds. You take the matter of seals, for example. There are two types of seals that are the responsibility of the Secretary of State. First, there's the Great Seal of the United States, which is stamped on all official documents. The Secretary of State makes sure it's always on hand when it's needed. The other kind of seals he takes care of are the ones that swim in the ocean. since it's up to the Secretary to work out agreements with representatives of other countries and let them know how many seals can be caught in what is called international waters and when. The Secretary of State works out similar deals for the catching of fish and lobsters because these agreements are actually treaties. Before they can be put into effect, they have to be approved by 2/3 of the Senate. As a matter of fact, any time our government wants to work out a deal with a foreign country on trade, mutual assistance, fish, seals, or lobsters, it's done by treaty. And all treaties are signed by the President, though some of them aren't drawn up until after the Secretary of State has worked over the rough spots in order to pave the way for prompt ratification. So, just remember, the Secretary of State is a mighty important wheel in the machinery of your United States government.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Home Office, Great Eastern Life Insurance Company, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of the Nathan Gale matter. Expense account item 1, $23.55. Train fare and incidentals from Hartford to New York City. Expense account item 2, 75 cents. Cab fare to the hotel. I registered and put in a call to Sergeant William Kemper at the 15th Precinct Police Station. Kemper said I could stop down anytime. So in 20 minutes, I was sitting in the homicide squad room, listening to Sergeant Kemper's version of the killing of a fellow police officer.
Nate had been after a hood named Bancroft for a long time. Word was out that Bancroft had finally gotten a little tired of it and was going to hit Nate the first chance he got.
You think Bancroft killed him?
Yeah, but so far we can't prove it. The day Nate was killed, he called in and told me he was onto something hot. Said it concerned Bancroft. Told me to meet him at his house in an hour. Said he was contacting a stoolie named Virgil Cummins.
Hi.
Hello, Dave.
Anything for me?
I don't think so.
You have any idea what he was supposed to get from this Virgil Cummins?
No, he didn't say just what it was, but he indicated it was a big score. Enough to fry Bancroft for keeps. I went to his house in an hour, like he'd asked, and I found him in the garage, shot twice.
No witnesses?
Yeah, a neighbor, George Fisher, said he saw a man running away. We brought him down here and showed him the mugs. He picked out Bancroft.
Well, then...
We picked Bancroft up, put him in the lineup, and the witness changed his mind. Said Bancroft wasn't the man after all.
Somebody got to him, huh?
Of course. But the witness won't change his story again. He insists that Bancroft's not the man he saw running away, and that's that. He's scared stiff. He's got a wife and 4 kids.
Has Bancroft got an alibi?
Says he was with his girl at the time of the killing.
And his girl agrees?
100%. We've questioned them both for hours.
What about the stoolie, Cummins?
I went looking for him right away.
Bill.
Yeah.
Didn't mean to interrupt.
That's okay.
If Ed come in, tell him I'm down in Basker's office.
Oh, yeah. So we found Cummins all right. Found him in his room, strangled by a light cord.
Whoever shot Gale got the evidence.
Sure. So it's got to be Bancroft. But without the stoolie, we can't prove there was any evidence. Bancroft's girl swears Bancroft was with her the whole afternoon.
And your only witness won't identify Bancroft.
That's the way it stands so far. But I'm working on that witness. I'm going to keep working on him until he admits Bancroft's the man.
Well, I've got to go talk to Gale's widow.
Well, Ab's taking it pretty good. She's a wonderful person. You'll like her.
I'm sure I will. Well, so long, Sergeant. I'll keep in touch with you. Expense account item 3, $1.75 cab fare to the Gale home. I introduced myself to Mrs. Evelyn Gale, the dead officer's widow. She showed me into a small, attractively furnished house where I met her 2 children, Greg, 5, and Mike, 3.5. She told the boys to go out in the tiny backyard and play until we were finished talking.
They just think their father's gone away on a trip. They're too young now to really understand. Greg would understand in a way, but it'll be too hard on him. When they get older, they won't miss their father so much it'll be easier to tell them.
Yeah.
You said you talked to Bill Kemper?
Yes, I just left him about half an hour ago.
He and Nate were partners for a long time. I think Nate's death hurt Bill just about as much as it did me. But you want to talk about insurance, don't you?
Just a few questions and I'll get out of here.
Of course.
Tell me a little something about the day your husband was killed.
Well, there was nothing particularly unusual about it. was like most any day, except that it was our anniversary.
He didn't say anything or tell you anything that was unusual?
I don't think so. I would have remembered if he had.
Did he call you during the day?
No.
What time did you expect him home?
He was off duty at 6. He had the day watch. He was usually home around 6:30.
Were you here in the house when he drove into the garage?
No. I was down at the corner, the grocery store. When I got back, Bill was waiting for me. I saw the other officers around the garage, and then the ambulance pulled up.
Where were the children?
With their grandmother, Nate's mother. I left them with her around 4 that afternoon. Nate and I were going to have dinner and go to a show. Celebrate the anniversary. It was our 7th.
Do you know George Fisher?
Yes, he lives across the street in the White House. I've spoken with him since. He's avoided me, but I saw him this morning backing out his car, and I went over and talked to him.
He says he saw the killer.
But he told the police he saw a man running away from our garage right after the shot. He made an identification.
Yes, I know about it. Bill Kemper told me he changed his story.
Yes.
Do you think he can really identify the killer?
Well, I think so, but he's so frightened. Oh, I don't blame him. He has a family, and he wants to protect them.
What did you say to him?
Well, I told him that I understood, but that he should make an identification if he could. I told him that protecting a killer isn't the way to protect your family.
But he wouldn't listen.
No. And I really wonder what I'd do in his position. George has a lovely wife and 4 adorable children. I don't know.
Well, I think I'll have a talk with Fisher.
I doubt if you can do any good. Bill's worked on him and worked on him. The whole department's trying to get an identification or a statement.
Well, I'll have a shot at it anyway. Thank you, Mrs. Gale. I went across the street to the Fisher house and spoke with his wife. She told me her husband was still at work, wasn't expected home until 6:30. She refused to tell me where her husband worked, stating they'd been bothered entirely too much since the Gale killing. It was obvious she also was frightened. Very frightened. Expense account item 4, $1.25. Cab fare back to my hotel, where I put in a call to Sergeant Bill Kemper to ask where George Fisher worked. Kemper was out, so I left my number and went downstairs to have some lunch. Around 1:30, I was paged and told that Kemper was waiting for me in the lobby.
Hello, Johnny.
Oh, hi. You got my call?
Yeah. Let's go over and sit down where we can talk.
Oh, sure. I called to find out where George Fisher works.
He doesn't work anywhere anymore.
What do you mean?
He was killed about an hour ago. Let's sit down.
Murdered?
Hit and run. On his way to lunch with 2 men from his office. They were crossing the street and a car hit them.
All of them?
Killed Fisher, hurt both of the men, one pretty seriously.
Any witnesses?
Yes. Got a positive identification on the car, got the license number. Even found the car.
But not the driver?
No. Found the car parked on the east side of town. It had been reported stolen at 8 o'clock this morning.
Bancroft?
First thing I checked on. Yes.
He was with his girl.
All afternoon.
What about 8 o'clock this morning?
Claims he was sound asleep in bed.
And was he?
And we checked his hotel. Nobody can swear he wasn't. He left a call for 11. Nobody saw him leave the hotel before then. A number of people saw him come in last night.
Well, maybe he didn't do it.
And maybe he didn't. But it sure seems funny the one man who could identify Bancroft as the man seen running away from Nate's garage should get killed a couple of days later.
Did you find anything in the car?
The lab's checking on the car now.
Did the witnesses say whether a man was driving it or not?
Yeah, they said it was a man. Couldn't see him well enough for identification. Wore a hat.
Well, maybe he had somebody steal the car for him, left the hotel at 11, took the car, and went after Fisher.
Looks like the only possibility.
Could his girl have stolen it?
No. She was in her apartment, definitely.
And Bancroft was with her from 11 until when?
A little while ago. That's where we picked him up. Desk clerk swears Bancroft came in a little after 11 and didn't see him go out.
Did he have to pass the desk clerk to go out?
If he took the stairs. If he took the elevator, one of the elevator boys would have seen him. None of them did.
Well, you got a tough one.
That's why I wanted to talk to you. I know Bancroft killed Nate. Maybe he didn't run down Fisher, but I'll bet he had something to do with it. Now, the strongest and the weakest link is his girlfriend.
Now, what do you want me to do?
And just before we got the report on Fisher's death, another call came in. It was from a jeweler. The day Nate was killed was his 7th anniversary.
Yeah, Mrs. Gale told me.
Well, the jeweler told me that Nate had been in looking at watches. He told me Nate couldn't make up his mind between two of them, so the jeweler told him to take him home and let Eve decide. He took him.
Was this before or after he made the contact with the stoolie?
Before. Must have had him with him when he saw it coming.
Did he have them with him when you found him in his garage?
No. So it looks like the killer took him. I remember the glove compartment was open. Nate probably had him in there. Killer got the evidence and looked in the glove compartment to make sure he didn't miss anything. Saw the watches, took them along.
You think Bancroft might have given them to his girl?
He might. Or he might have pawned them. I got out the usual bulletins to all the pawn shops, and we were checking every fence we know of. They were fairly expensive watches. In your description.
Mm-hmm. Well, why don't you just get a warrant and search the girl's apartment?
I thought about it, but if Bancroft gave her one or both of the watches, he's smart enough to tell her not to wear them or have them around. You find the watches, even one watch, and connect them to Bancroft or Betty Holmes.
That's the girlfriend.
Yeah. Johnny, you think you could find out if she's got one of those watches?
Me? Well, how would I do that?
Get close enough to her. Oh, you won't mind. She's a darned attractive dame, if you like the type.
Well, I guess I could try. But what about Bancroft?
I'll get him out of the way. But I can't keep him forever. You'll have to impress her in a hurry.
Well, maybe she doesn't want to be impressed.
She likes men with money. Lots of money.
Sergeant, I hate to tell you this,
You
but...
just put up a good front. We'll figure a way for you to meet her, and we'll make sure she knows you're loaded.
Okay, but if someone gets careless and asks me to change 4 bits, the whole plan goes right out the window.
With your permission, there's something I'd like to talk about for a minute. You know, too many times people try to escape from their responsibilities by having someone else take them over. There was Miles Standish, for example. He was much too busy to ask Priscilla to marry him, so he sent John Alden to pop the question for him. You know what happened. John ended up marrying the girl himself. Of course, if John had had a face like a flat tire instead of being the handsome guy he was, maybe Miles Standish would have married Priscilla instead. Well, actually, I don't know what got me started on this subject, and unless it was my thinking about people who represent somebody else. Take our State Department, for example. Being a representative is one of its biggest jobs. Through the Foreign Service, it helps the Justice and Treasury Departments handle immigration, narcotic, and quarantine problems. And the Secretaries of Agriculture and Commerce look to the Secretary of State to help keep their fingers on the pulse of foreign markets so they can keep the business firms and farmers of America informed on matters of import and export. I guess the only connection between these facts and the courtship of Miles Standish is that, like John Alden, our State Department speaks for itself.
And now, with our star, John Lund, we bring you the second act of Yours Truly, Johnny Dollar.
Sergeant Kemper made arrangements for me to move into another hotel, where Johnny Dollar, the insurance man, would be known as Johnny Dollar, the Texas oil man. Kemper got me a fancy pair of boots and a 10-gallon Stetson. I was all ready to turn the lovely Betty's head. The men who were tailing her reported to Kemper that she was shopping at Meshakoff's Fur Salon on Fifth Avenue. Kemper immediately put out a call to pick up her boyfriend, then Kemper and I left for the Fifth Avenue shop. When we got there, Kemper pointed out the quarry, and I went to work. She was trying on a mink stole when I walked up to the sales lady.
Oh, it's just lovely. Yummy.
Yes, that's one of our nicer stores.
It's ranch mink, isn't it?
Yes, but if you prefer...
Oh, well, no, I'm just looking, but I'll probably be in next week and buy something.
Certainly. Oh, yes, sir. Can I help you?
Well, yeah, I thought I'd like to buy a fur coat or something like that.
Would you excuse me?
Oh, sure, go right ahead. I'll just look around.
Oh, no, I didn't mean to bust up nothing.
Well, that's all right.
The lady's just looking.
Well, okay. You sure you don't mind?
Not a bit?
Sir, what kind of fur coat would you like?
Well, I'd like something real nice. I'm just in New York for a couple of days. I'd like to bring my mama back a little present.
You're from Texas?
Why, yes, ma'am. How'd you know?
Well, I can always tell Texas man. So tall and strong.
Oh.
Would you like something in mink?
Yeah. I like the mink, too. Oh, boy, I'm having just a wonderful time here in New York.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad.
First vacation I had since 43. Just been too busy with the whales.
That's oil well?
You don't buy mink coats with water, lady.
Well, what about this lovely stole the young lady was just trying on?
Well, no, ma'am. It's too skimpy. I want something can keep Mama warm. She ain't spry like she used to be. Can't take the winters too good no more. Something that hangs down to the floor. You know, coat.
Yes, sir. Well, if you excuse me, I bring out a few that you can look at.
Fine. You just take your time. Do-do, 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 do.
Pardon me.
For what?
Well, I couldn't help but overhear.
Oh, that's all right. I ain't gonna buy this one, ma'am. You can have it.
Oh, no. I just thought maybe I could help you a little. I do a lot of buying here, and I know you're from out of town.
Texas.
Yes. And, well, if you're going to buy a mink coat for your wife...
For my mama. I ain't married, ma'am.
Oh. Well, have you ever bought a mink coat before?
Why, no, ma'am. Only mink I own is in my car back home.
In your car?
Yes'm. Mama thought it'd be nice to upholster it that way.
In mink?
Oh, I know it ain't practical, but Mama thought it looked nice. Does, too. Goes right nice with the gold.
The gold?
Yeah, you know, the door handles, cigarette lighter, a lot of little things like that.
Oh, yes. Well, what kind of car is it?
Well, it's a sort of a double-length Cadillac. Had it built special.
How nice.
Yes, it's nice.
Well, the only reason I came over was because I thought as long as you were from out of town...
Texas.
Texas. Yes, well, I thought maybe you'd like someone to help you pick out the right thing.
Well, now, I think that's right thoughty of you, ma'am. But I don't want to put you into no trouble.
Oh, it's no trouble.
Oh, good. My name is Dollar.
My name's Holmes. Betty Holmes.
Well, howdy. You can just call me Johnny. That's my front name.
All right, Johnny. Oh, here comes the sales lady.
We looked at mink for the next hour, and Betty Holmes offered her most discriminating advice. Before we left, I'd ordered Mama 2 mink coats, one for just setting and one for going out. On the street, I thanked Betty for her help, and naturally, she accepted my dinner invitation on the spot. Expense account item 5, $1.40 cab fare back to my hotel, where I waited until Bill Kemper showed up. Pretty funny, huh?
I couldn't hear what was going on, but I had to stay out of sight because she knows me. But, boy, you were really pretty awful.
Yeah, I know, but she loved it. I'm going to have dinner with her.
Good.
What about Bancroft?
We got him. We'll keep questioning him. If his lawyer gets a writ, we'll move him to another precinct.
How long can you keep that up?
Long enough for you to have dinner and get better acquainted.
I hate to pick her up in a cab.
Don't worry about it. What time's your date?
8 o'clock.
I'll have you a limousine, complete with chauffeur. Officer Dankers. We'll get one of the cars we use for parades and VIPs.
Boy, if this backfires, they'll hear the explosion clear up in Maine. The long black limousine was waiting in front, complete with Officer Danker, dressed as my chauffeur. We picked the lovely Betty Holmes up at 8 and drove to 21, where I ran up expense account item 6, $45.95. Drinks, dinner, and a pack of cigarettes. When she suggested going to some of the night spots, I felt you in the home office cringe, so I complained of fatigue. I told her I'd been working so hard in the oil fields that the Mayo Clinic had advised me to stay away from too much nightlife. She gave me a motherly, knowing smile and suggested we return to her apartment, where she'd fix me a glass of warm milk. She was very understanding.
Here you are, Johnny. Not too hot, not too cold. Better for your stomach that way.
Wow, you're a pretty wonderful person.
Mind if I sit down?
Oh, please do. You know, I never met any girls like you before. Now, when I told you I couldn't go to any of them there clubs, why, you didn't mind one bit.
I understand.
Oh, Mama sure would like you. The last thing she said before I left was, Johnny boy, you watch out there in that big city.
Watch out for girls like me.
Oh, no, not like you. You see, Mama thinks every girl is just out after my money.
There are some nice girls left in the world, Johnny.
Why, sure. And you're one of them. Why, you got a nice place to live, nice clothes. I guess you got everything you want.
Yes, I guess I've got just about everything a girl would want, but I've never met the right man. Someone I could really settle down with, make a good home.
Oh, that's too bad. I guess it ain't easy living in a big city like this.
No. But someday I'd like to get back to the farm.
The farm?
Yes, I was raised on a farm. That's the life.
Yeah, I guess it is.
Oh, the cows and the chickens.
Well, we ain't got them no more. Just a lot of oil wells.
But it's still a farm.
Well, more like a refinery with beds.
But it's out in the wide open spaces.
Yeah, but all you can see is them blasted oil wells.
Oh, it's a rugged life, full of the great outdoors, the smell of the sagebrush.
No, just oil.
But you love it.
Yeah. Say, what time is it? I must have left my watch in my suite.
Oh, well, I don't have a watch. There's a clock in the kitchen.
You ain't got a watch?
No, why?
Well, I'm in luck. I sure am.
What?
Well, you've been so nice to me. Helped me pick out those coats for Mama. I've been trying to think of something I could buy for you.
Oh, now, Johnny.
No, I want to. I've seen the things you're wearing tonight. You got that nice mink and all that there jewelry, but you ain't got no watch.
Oh, please, I really don't.
No, when I want to do something, ain't no use trying to talk me out of it. I'm going out tomorrow morning and buy you one fine watch.
Oh, that's really wonderful.
Oh, it ain't nothing.
Johnny.
Now, wait a minute.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't really mind. Kind of like it. Well, about the watch. Where's a good place to get a nice watch?
Well, there's... No. Wait a minute. Johnny, would you like a really nice watch? I don't mean it's too expensive.
Oh, I don't care about that. Can't pay too much for a watch.
How much would you want to pay?
Well, I want to get you something real nice.
Well, I know a friend. He's in the jewelry business. He's got several beautiful watches. I know him very well. And he'll sell them wholesale.
Well, you're really pretty wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Always thinking of me.
I could send him over to your hotel.
Well, why don't you just do that?
All right, I'll call him and I'll have him stop by tomorrow.
Good. Now, I'd like to ask you a little favor.
Yes, Johnny?
Could I...
Yes?
Well, could I...
Yes, Johnny?
Could I have some more milk? When I got back to my hotel, Bill Kemper was waiting for me in my rooms. I told him everything that had happened. Kemper put in a call to the precinct and ordered Bancroft's release. Then he said goodnight, and I turned in. The next morning, Kemper was knocking at my door, and we settled down with breakfast to wait for Bancroft to arrive with the watches.
Yeah, it's good coffee, Johnny.
Yeah, it is. Hey, maybe this is it. Hello?
Johnny?
Well, good morning.
I didn't wake you up, did I?
Oh, no, I've been up since 6. Can't get out of the habit.
Oh, good. Well, the reason I called, Johnny, the man who was going to bring the watches by,
Yeah?
well, he can't.
Oh, that's too bad.
But he gave them to me. I can bring them by if you want.
It was a sure bet Bancroft was playing it safe. He wanted to unload the dangerous watches, but he didn't want to be the one to do it. We cleared the table of Kemper's breakfast dishes, and a half hour later, Betty Holmes was announced from the lobby. Bill Kemper went in the bedroom to wait. Well, good morning again.
Good morning, Johnny.
You sure do look nice. Come on over and sit down. Have some coffee.
Oh, I'd love some coffee. I didn't particularly want to bring the watches myself, but my friend was busy.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right.
He gave me the prices and everything.
Well, let's see him.
All right.
Oh, they're right pretty. Mm-hmm.
Now, this one, you want $700.
Mm-hmm. And how much for this one?
You said that one wasn't as expensive, only $500.
That's wholesale, hmm?
Oh, yes. He said they're very unusual watches.
Yeah.
What's the matter, Johnny? Something wrong?
Yeah. Bill.
Well, what is it? What's going on?
Hello, Betty.
What is all this?
Don't you know? These are the watches, Bill.
I thought they'd
Why, you crummy, no-good, rotten
Just take it easy.
You're a cop.
No, not quite.
You can't get away with this. You don't have anything on me. Give me those watches.
Now, wait a minute. Who gave you these watches?
You can't pinch me. You haven't got
I
anything.
got all I need. I got the watches that were taken out of Nathan Gale's glove compartment right after he was murdered.
I don't know anything about it. The guy just gave me the watches.
Who? Bancroft? Okay. And you're going to take the rap.
I don't know anything about it. You know I didn't have anything to do with Gail's death. You know I was in my apartment.
These watches are all I need. They'll send you right up.
No.
Then tell me who killed Gale.
Bancroft.
How did he get out of your apartment without anyone seeing him?
The service elevator. But I didn't have anything to do with it.
Did he kill Fisher?
Yes. He was afraid Fisher would talk.
Who stole the car? Who stole it?
I did, but he killed Fisher. He killed Gale and Fisher, and I didn't have anything to do with it.
You had enough to do with it to get your life. Come on. I'm going to book you and then get me a cop killer. See you later, Johnny. And thanks.
Yeah. Thanks. You all.
Expense account item 7, $135. Hotel bills. Item 8, $25.35. Train fare and incidentals back to Hartford. Expense account total, $235 even. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.